WGNC, AM 1450 and 101.1 FM proudly presents Gastonia Honey Hunters Baseball. Gastonia Honey Hunters Baseball is brought to you by GSM Premium Services and Caramont Health. See how we care. Let's take you to the ballpark. It's time for Atlantic League baseball action on the Honey Hunters Radio Network. Your home for Honey Hunters Baseball, AM 1450 and 101.1 FM, WGNC, Gastonia, Charlotte. Folks, do you find yourself lacking confidence in public places?
No, not really. I have a pretty easy time with that. Doesn't bother me. I don't even have trouble being on the radio except for pushing buttons when I'm supposed to. Good evening, everyone. It's Bob Woodard with you, and this is game 2 of a 3-game set against the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. Gastonia falling last night in 10 innings, 3-2, in what can only be described as a playoff-level baseball game between two very good teams. Southern Maryland is also here tomorrow night. Game time also 6:15. And then over the weekend, the High Point Rockers will be in town. So plenty of good baseball here in Gastonia. Come on out and join us. We should have some seats for you. And this is High School Spirit Night. Tomorrow night will be College Spirit Night. Friday night, fireworks. All sorts of great things going on at the ballpark. So you come on out and be a part of it and join us. And if you're in the ballpark, stop by the booth and say hi. Love to say hello to you. Last night, Gastonia dropped the ball game 3-2 in extra innings. Braxton Lee drove home the eventual game-winning run for the Blue Crabs in the top of the 10th inning. Mitch Lamson got the start for the Southern Maryland and looked to maintain the pace being set by a Lancaster club playing their best baseball heading into the final 25 games. Gastonia countered with Randall Delgado, and Delgado looked to regain some of the steam that pushed them to being the best record in the Atlantic League. Randall threw an excellent ball game last night for Gastonia, but just came up on the short end of things. Southern Maryland, was the first to get on the board. Joe DeLuca reached with one out in the third on a single, followed by a Michael Baca base hit. DeLuca scored as the next batter, Jack Sundberg, hit a ground ball to first base. Luis Castro fielded the ball inside the line at first, and then he threw home to try and cut down DeLuca, but the throw was wide, and he slid in ahead of the tag by Stuart Levy, making the score 1-0 Blue Crabs. Gastonia retaliated immediately, though, as Zach Jarrett plated Honey Hunters newcomer Cole Freeman on a single to right, tying things at 1 apiece. Southern Maryland would go back on top in the 5th inning as Michael Baca scored on a delayed double steal, giving the Blue Crabs the lead again at 2-1. Following a Luis Roman sacrifice bunt, Luis Castro would score on a single to right, tying the game at 2. The bullpens for each club, two of the best statistically in the Atlantic League, were stellar again last night. Both clubs 8 frames, allowing no earned runs on 6 hits. In the 10th inning, the Blue Crabs, who are 70-31 now overall on the year, 22-13 in the second half, they would break the stalemate as Braxton Lee singled through the left side of the infield, scoring Sundberg, who was placed on second base, as is the rule in an extra inning ball game. You start with the last out of the last inning, and that runner goes to second base. In any event, Braxton Lee singled through, and then Sundberg scored off of Tim Naughton. The unearned tally was the game's only blemish for either bullpen in a contest that was separated by the narrowest of margins. The game featured a lot of sacrifice bunts and walks, a testament to the playoff vibe that this game had. And Gastonia had a chance to equalize it in the 10th, but was thwarted by a pair of flyouts following a sacrifice fly from Luis Roman that sent Zach Jarrett to third. Andres Briseno picked up the win last night. He is now 5-0 on the season. Naughton absorbed the loss, falling to 0-1 on the year. Alcis Herrera earned the save, his first in 2022. That's the way it happened last night here at Caramount Health Park. We will be back and tell you about tonight's ball game right after this.
Being first, the beginning of the line. So many people work so hard to be number one. But at Caramount Health, you don't have to struggle to be first. We prioritize you. Our award-winning teams use advanced treatments to serve you. We deliver the compassion and quality you deserve, always growing, building, and innovating for your care, your health, your life. Caramount Health. Care first.
Whether you're stuck in traffic after a long day at work or working through a 10-game road trip, nothing feels as good as being home. If you're looking to enter the marketplace as a buyer or a seller, Moss Realty has a proven history of results with professionals that operate in the highest spirit of ethical conduct. Let them work for you. Call 704-865-5555 and find out how Moss Realty gets it done. 704-865-5555, Moss Realty.
This is Sam Bordner of the Gastonia Honey Hunters, and you are listening to the Honey Hunters Radio Network.
And this is Bob Woodard back live with you at Caramount Health Park, where tonight, Game 2 of the 3-game set between the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs and your Gastonia Honey Hunters. Blue Crabs picking up a victory in 10 innings last night, 3-2. Gastonia continues the series tonight against Southern Maryland. The Honey Hunters 70-33 on the year, 25-12 in the second half. Eddie Butler, the reigning Atlantic League Professional Baseball Pitcher of the Month, will go opposite John Anderson for the Honey Hunters. And game time about 8 minutes away, give or take. The coaches are just about to meet off on the mound or at home plate with the umpires. The umpires for tonight's game, Calvin Baker should be down at third base. Bradley Moffitt looks like he will be behind the plate, and Kevin Morgan out at first. So tonight's ball game has the promise of being a lot like last night's ball game. Boy, it was definitely like playoff baseball. And two teams who were both teams won the first half of the season in their respective divisions. Southern Maryland in the Northern Division and Gastonia in the Southern Division. Gastonia leading the Southern Division in the second half as well. And Southern Maryland has some games to catch up against Lexington. Let's look at the lineups tonight. First for Southern Maryland, Jack Sundberg will lead off again. He will be in left field. Raul Shaw will jump into the number 2 slot. He will be playing at second base. Braxton Lee back in right field tonight. And David Harris will be the designated hitter. Alex Crosby down at third base. He will be batting 5th. Zach Collier will bat 6th. He will be playing center field. Jared Walker down at first base. Joe DeLuca behind the plate. And Michael Baca at shortstop. Baca last night gave the Honey Hunters fits. He was 3 for 4 in the ball game. And the interesting thing about Baca is that against the rest of the league, he's not hitting all that well. And of course, when I want the page that I had all my information on about him, I can't find it. Anyway, Baca is, I know Brian Rushing took it and ran off to the PA booth with it. Well, I'll tell you more about Baca's prowess against Gastonia as soon as I can run across this. The Atlantic League standings for the second half. First of all, in the Northern Division, Lancaster Barnstormers 25-11. They have a 2.5 game lead over the Blue Crabs, who are at 22-13. Staten Island Ferry Hawks 16-21. They are 9.5 games back. The York Revolution 10.5 games back at 15-22. And the Long Island Ducks 13-24 are 12.5 games back. In the Southern Division, Gastonia at 25-12 holds a 5.5 game lead over the Wild Health Genomes. The Charleston Dirty Birds are at 16-19, and the Lexington Legends are at 15-20, both 9 games back. And the High Point Rockers, 15-22, they are 10 games back behind the Gastonia Honey Hunters in the second half of the South Division season. Now, Gastonia has already won the first half, as has Southern Maryland, so they are assured a spot in the playoffs. And I'll get some clarification on how the playoffs will fall out from there if Gastonia continues on its course and wins the second half as well as the first. But I think they go to a wild card, and I believe it goes throughout the entire league, not just the Southern Division. But I'll get some clarification before we stand on that. So we're getting ready to play ball. Game time about 5 minutes away here at Caramount Health Park. The Gastonia Honey Hunters entertaining the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. We'll be back with more and the first pitch right after this.
Folks, it's been the thrill of a lifetime to bring professional baseball back to the airwaves of Gaston County. As a lifelong supporter of Gastonia baseball, I understood at an early age how important it was to hear the game when I couldn't be at the game. And with the advent of internet streaming now, Gastonia Honey Hunters games have even more import within the community. It also provides a great opportunity to get your message out to the Gaston County community. If advertising with the Honey Hunters is something that interests you, give me a call at 704-874-1810 and inquire about advertising with the Gastonia Honey Hunters. The number again, 704-874-1810. The Honey Hunters Radio Network, your hometown team. Thank you for supporting Gastonia baseball.
Online education is better with us. At Belmont Abbey College, we offer quality, affordable online degrees that fit your life and your budget. We're better because with us, our faith foundation drives all we do. We care about every student. We instill every degree with excellence and virtue. Plus, we're local, personal, and ready to help you thrive. Experience the Abbey difference. Get the better online degree with Belmont Abbey College. Register today, and you could win dinner for two on us. Visit GoHoneyHunters.com/Belmont Abbey to learn more.
This is Jake Skoll of the Gastonia Honey Hunters, and you're listening to the Honey Hunters Radio Network.
Get social with your favorite baseball team at Go Honey Hunters on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. That's at Go Honey Hunters on all of our social media platforms. Your home for Gastonia Honey Hunters baseball. AM 1450, 101.1 FM, and streaming on the TuneIn app. WGNC. GSM Services helps people live better through improved comfort, health, and energy efficiency. GSM Services provides high-quality home and commercial improvement services. They offer services for heating and cooling, energy audits, duct and dryer vent cleaning, attic insulation, crawl space solutions, generators, commercial roofing, and HVAC, indoor air cleaning products, and much, much more. GSM has been taking care of their customers' comfort since 1927. This unmatched experience has led them to build reliable processes to serve you and offer guidance to help you choose the right options for your home business comfort needs. Call 1-800-NEW-COOL or visit GSMSince1927.com to talk to someone about the comfort issues you have in your home. GSM is a proud sponsor of your Gastonia Honey Hunters. Call 1-800-NEW-COOL.
Online education is better with us. At Belmont Abbey College, we offer quality, affordable online degrees that fit your life and your budget. We're better because with us, our faith foundation drives all we do. We care about every student. We instill every degree with excellence and virtue. Plus, we're local, personal, and ready to help you thrive. Experience the Abbey difference. Get the better online degree with Belmont Abbey College. Register today, and you could win dinner for two on us. Visit GoHoneyHunters.com/Belmont Abbey to learn more.
Don't miss out on all the action at Caramount Health Park this summer. Get your tickets for every Honey Hunters game by calling 704-874-1810 or log on to www.gohoneyhunters.com/tickets to reserve your spot this season. That number again, 704-874-1810. Gastonia Honey Hunters Baseball, 704-874-1810.
We are ready for baseball here at Caramount Health Park in Gastonia, North Carolina. Easy for me to say, right? Here are the lineups for tonight's game for the Gastonia Honey Hunters. Cole Freeman is going to get the start at second base tonight. Jack Reinheimer will bat second. He is going to be at shortstop. Joseph Rosa, again, will be in the lineup as the designated hitter tonight. Zach Jarrett will be over in right field. Luis Roman will bat fifth. He is at third base. Reese Hampton is in left field, batting sixth. Jake Skoll is in center field. Alex Holderbach will be behind the plate, batting eighth, and Emmanuel Tapia will fill the number 9 slot tonight, playing first base. On the mound for the Honey Hunters, John Anderson. Left-hander coming into the ball game with a 9-4 record on the year, a 4.19 ERA. He has started all 19 games that he has appeared in. That gives him 103 innings on the year. He's allowed 100 hits, 61 runs. Only 48 of those have been earned. He's given up 9 home runs, 4 hit batters. He's walked 40, and he has struck out 79. Batters are hitting .246 against the left-hander John Anderson. And Anderson finishing up his warm-ups. He will be pitching to Jack Sundberg, Raul Shaw, and Braxton Lee, the numbers 1, 2, and 3 hitters for the Blue Crabs. As Brian Rushing announces the arrival of Jack Sundberg to the plate, we are about to get underway. And if you're not doing anything and you're in the area, come on out. It's a gorgeous night for baseball. Few clouds in the sky, but otherwise sunny and just gorgeous. A little bit of a breeze blowing from right to left field here at Caramount Health Park. 304 down the line in left field, 326 down the line in right, 400 to dead center. Anything over 400 and you're probably going to hit it into the Gas House Bar and Grill out in center field. First pitch, there's a line drive down the left field line. It's hooking, foul. So Sundberg hit it hard, but hit it inside out, and the ball carried out into foul territory. Calvin Baker, the umpire down the third base line, making the call. And it was a pretty easy call to make. It was clearly foul. But I'll tell you what, Sundberg has some wheels. Before he stopped, he was all the way around first and halfway to second base. No balls and 1 strike. Anderson from the windup, rocks on the rubber, comes to the plate 0-1, and it's a low fastball. Ball 1, 1 ball and 1 strike. We're underway at 6:19 p.m. for tonight's ball game. Anderson delivers the next pitch. Fastball right over the heart of the plate. Strike two. One ball and 2 strikes. Anderson has the sign from Holderbach. Brings a curve to home plate and it's fouled off to the left and out of play. Count will remain a ball and 2 strikes. Sundberg hails from Mansfield, Connecticut. Highest level he achieved is high A ball. And now he is here in the Atlantic League trying to get back with a major league organization. Another foul back. Sundberg's holding close. Or holding on, I mean, at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Anderson from the windup, the 1-2 pitch. Another breaking ball, that one's on the ground outside of first and down the line. Emmanuel Tapia got as close to the line as he needed to and then let that ball go by. So 4 foul balls in a row now for Sundberg. And Anderson, the 1-2 pitch, again, just missed. Ball 2. That'll even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Difficult for us to see where the ball crosses home plate because we are down the first baseline, probably 30 feet from home plate. Ground ball to second base. A great stop by Freeman. He dives to his left and comes up with it, throwing, and gets him out. So Cole Freeman, who started last night at third base in his first game with the Honey Hunters, he just signed with them yesterday, goes over to second base tonight and flashes some leather on the first batter of the game. Good play by Freeman. That brings up Raul Shaw. The first pitch he sees, he pushes off to the right and out of play. Foul ball, no balls and 1 strike. Anderson rocks on the rubber, comes to the plate, 0-1, and it's a swung on and missed. No balls and 2 strikes. No balls, 2 strikes. Off speed pitch, misses ball 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Anderson staring in to get a sign from his catcher, Alex Holderbach. Now he has the one he wants. He rocks on the rubber and comes to the plate, 1-2. Over for a strike, got him looking at a breaking ball. So 2 down now as Raul Shaw watches strike 3 go by. And that'll bring up the right fielder, Braxton Lee. Lee, a left-handed batter, will be facing the left-hander Anderson. First pitch to him, fastball over for a strike. Third batter in a row that Anderson has started off with a good fastball. That one at 91 miles an hour. Last night, Lee had 3 hits, a double and 2 singles. Swings and misses at an off-speed pitch from Anderson. Quickly behind, no balls and 2 strikes. There's one that's hit slowly on the ground toward Tapia at first. He will reach over and tag Braxton Lee going by. And that'll do it for Lee and the Blue Crabs here in the top of the first inning. No runs, no hits, nobody left on base. After a half an inning, no score, with the Honey Hunters coming up. You're listening to Honey Hunters Baseball on the Honey Hunters Radio Network.
GSM Services helps people live better through improved comfort, health, and energy efficiency. GSM Services provides high-quality home and commercial improvement services. They offer services for heating and cooling, energy audits, duct and dryer vent cleaning, attic insulation, crawl space solutions, generators, commercial roofing, and HVAC, indoor air cleaning products, and much, much more. GSM has been taking care of their customers' comfort since 1927. This unmatched experience has led them to build reliable processes to serve you and offer guidance to help you choose the right options for your home business comfort needs. Call 1-800-NEW-COOL or visit GSMsince1927.com to talk to someone about the comfort issues you have in your home. GSM is a proud sponsor of your Gastonia Honey Hunters. Call 1-800-NEW-COOL or visit GSMsince1927.com. Go Honey Hunters! What could be better this summer than a Honey Hunters baseball season? The crack of the bat, the pop of the mitt, the smell of fresh cut. Hey guys, stop. We have turf here at the ballpark. Let's try this again. The smell of fresh cut. Domino's Pizza. Sold nightly here at Caramont Health Park. The Gastonia Honey Hunters and Domino's Pizza. A winning combination.
We're heading to the bottom of the first inning at Caramont Health Park tonight. The Blue Crabs out 1-2-3 in the top of the first. They did not score. For Gastonia, it'll be Cole Freeman, Jack Reinheimer, and Joseph Rosa. They will be facing the reigning pitcher of the month in the Atlantic League, Eddie Butler. Cole Freeman will lead off. Butler comes into the ballgame with a 4.62 earned run average. First pitch to Freeman is on the ground to the shortstop. Up with it on a bounce and dug out by the first baseman, one away. Butler's been in 20 ball games, started all of them. He's completed 2 of them. 117 innings, he's given up 146 hits. 63 runs, of which 60 were earned. He's given up 16 home runs. He has walked 26, struck out 74, and batters are hitting .307 against the right-hander, Eddie Butler. 1 out, top of the first inning. And here is Jack Reinheimer. First pitch to him misses outside, ball 1, 1 ball and no strikes. Butler comes back with a fastball. Reinheimer hits it in the air. The second baseman's going back. The right fielder's coming in and calls him off. And it's the right fielder, Braxton Lee, who catches that one for out number 2. Joseph Rosa, the designated hitter, will now come to the plate. Rosa in last night's ball game had a tough night at the plate. He was 0 for 4 but did walk, but he had 3 strikeouts. So Joseph looking to turn the tables tonight as he steps in. First pitch is low and inside, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes to the Honey Hunters, designated hitter Joseph Rosa. There's a ground ball to the right side. The shift was on, though, and the second baseman playing in the hole had to go to his left to make the stop. Dives for the ball, turns and throws him out. So a A good defensive shift for the Blue Crabs there. Rosa grounds out, and that'll end the inning for the Honey Hunters. We finished one, no score here at Caramont Health Park on the Honey Hunters Radio Network.
Folks, it's been the thrill of a lifetime to bring professional baseball back to the airwaves of Gaston County. As a lifelong supporter of Gastonia baseball, I understood at an early age how important it was to hear the game when I couldn't be at the game. And with the advent of internet streaming now, Gastonia Honey Hunters games have even more import within the community. It also provides a great opportunity to get your message out to the Gaston County community. If advertising with the Honey Hunters is something that interests you, give me a call at 704-874-1810 and inquire about advertising with the Gastonia Honey Hunters. The number again, 704-874-1810. The Honey Hunters Radio Network, your hometown team. Thank you for supporting Gastonia baseball. Find out where your Honey Hunters are playing all season long at www.gohoneyhunters.com. Ticket information, www.gohoneyhunters.com. If you're looking for the latest game day fashion or wanting to bring a group to Caramont Health Park, gohoneyhunters.com. Your online home for the Gastonia Honey Hunters is gohoneyhunters.com. That's www.gohoneyhunters.com.
John Anderson comes out onto the mound to start his second inning of work. No score in the first inning from either team. Each side went down 1-2-3. Anderson will be facing the numbers 4, 5, and 6 batters in the lineup for the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. David Harris, the designated hitter, followed by Alex Crosby, the third baseman, and Zach Collier, the center fielder. Harris last night 0 for 5 with a couple of strikeouts. A rough night at the office for Harris last night. Anderson, a left-handed pitcher against the right-handed hitting Harris. First pitch to him, fastball over for a strike. I think that's the fourth batter in a row that he started off with a good fastball strike. So Anderson jumps ahead, no balls and 1 strike. He rocks on the rubber, and here's the 0-1 pitch. Swung on and missed at a high fastball, 0-2. Last night's ball game was a playoff ball game without being a playoff ball game. As Harris swings and misses at the next offering from Anderson, he'll go down on strikes. Second strikeout of the game for Anderson. He got Raul Shaw looking in the first inning. So 1 out, and that'll bring up Alex Crosby, who was 0 for 5 in 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. Crosby, a left-hander, the third baseman. In the batter's box, Anderson comes to the plate, misses ball 1 in the dirt. 1 ball and no strikes. Alex Holderbach behind the plate for the Honey Hunters tonight. Flashing out a sign for John Anderson. He's got the pitch, comes to the plate. Good fastball, just low. Ball 2, 2 balls and no strikes. Next pitch swung on and missed as Anderson took something off of that one. That'll run the count to 2-1. Zach Collier on deck for Southern Maryland. Anderson comes to the plate 2-1. That one's hit on the ground, and it's going to roll outside of first. And first base coach makes a dandy play over there and underhands it to the bullpen. Two balls and two strikes. One out, no score, top of the second inning. We're just getting started here this evening. Pull up a chair and join us for a while and listen to some Honey Hunters baseball. There's a breaking ball that is fouled off to the left and out of play. Boy, what a change from a fastball to an 81-mile-an-hour slider to a 76-mile-an-hour off-speed pitch. There's the fastball. That's hit on the ground. Luis Roman from third base goes in front of the shortstop to get it. Fires across to Emmanuel Tapia, and there are two down. That pitch, 91 miles an hour. Can you imagine? 15 miles an hour faster than the previous pitch. That's mixing it up. Two outs now, and here's Zach Collier. Collier 0 for 4 last night with 2 strikeouts. A left-handed batter against left-handed throwing Anderson. He throws a fastball for a strike. And that is 5 out of 6 batters that he has gotten the first pitch strike over. That ball nubbed foul off to the right, out of play. No balls and 2 strikes. Collier steps up, ready. Fastball from Anderson. That one misses ball 1, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Anderson rocks on the rubber, the 1-2 pitch. That one bounces on home plate. And that'll even the count at 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs in the top of the second inning. Next pitch, fastball on the ground to Cole Freeman at second base. He handles it, fires across to Tapia. And just like that, 3 up and 3 down. John Anderson making it look easy the first 2 innings here at Caramont Health Park on the Honey Hunters Radio Network. We'll be back.
GSM Services helps people live better through improved comfort, health, and energy efficiency. GSM Services provides high-quality home and commercial improvement services. They offer services for heating and cooling, energy audits, duct and dryer vent cleaning, attic insulation, crawl space solutions, generators, commercial roofing, and HVAC, indoor air cleaning products, and much, much more. GSM has been taking care of their customers' comfort since 1927. This unmatched experience has led them to build reliable processes to serve you and offer guidance to help you choose the right options for your home business comfort needs. Call 1-800-NEW-COOL or visit GSMsince1927.com to talk to someone about the comfort issues you have in your home. GSM is a proud sponsor of your Gastonia Honey Hunters. Call 1-800-NEW-COOL or visit GSMsince1927.com. Go Honey Hunters! Ladies and gentlemen, as a public service, here's a little vocabulary lesson for all the parents out there. The word is drip. It means cool, trendy, or hip. Where do Honey Hunters fans find their drip? Your fashion destination in the gas house is at the Honey Hunters team store at Caramont Health Park. Put some swag in your bag
at the Honey Hunters team store. Hashtag drip season. Seriously, I have no idea what drip season means.
Hey, this is Brady Salisbury, and you're listening to the Honey Hunters Radio Network.
To the bottom of the second inning we go. No score in the ball game for the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. They've gone out 1-2-3 in the first 2 innings. So 6 in a row disposed of by John Anderson. And now the cleanup batter for the Honey Hunters will lead off the bottom of the second inning. It'll be Zach Jarrett, Luis Roman, and Reese Hampton. And Jarrett steps in with a .299 batting average, 15 home runs on the year. Looks at a fastball over for a strike, no balls and 1 strike. Jarrett also has 62 runs batted in on the year, along with 27 stolen bases. Swings and misses through a high fastball. And the count 0-2. Line drive into right field. The right fielder's going back, and he's going to make the catch over his left shoulder. So Jarrett hit it right on the button, but a great play out in right field by Braxton Lee. As that ball looked like it had enough to get over his head, but Braxton Lee just flat ran it down. So Jarrett lines out to the right fielder for the first out, and here's Luis Roman, the third baseman. Roman hails from Ponce, Puerto Rico, batting .256. First pitch to him is low and inside, ball 1. Bam is right in front of us here at the radio booth. And Bam, you missed your post-game interview last night again. You were sleeping. But you were supposed to be here after the game for a post-game interview. Let's not let it happen again, okay? Let's be more on top of things. All right. Bam gave me a fist bump. We're all good. Come on out to the ballpark. Bam is a whole lot of fun, especially for the kiddos. Really great time here at the ballpark, and obviously we don't mind having a good time as well. 3-1 is now the count to Luis Roman as Bam is taking a picture with a couple of very pretty girls here at the ballpark. Then he will take pictures with your kids. He'll take pictures with you. He'll take pictures of you. And Roman rolls one into right field for a base hit. First base hit and base runner of the ball game. Luis Roman at first base, and that'll bring up Reese Hampton, the left fielder. Hampton, the left-handed batter, will step in with 1 out. Bottom of the second inning, there's no score. Hampton, of course, a product of Charlotte, North Carolina, just down the road. His average is .263 with 7 home runs, 35 runs batted in. First pitch to him is high, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. Here is the lady that makes it all happen. Madison is stopping by for just a quick second. Tonight is High School Spirit Night. Tell me what that is.
So it's just us kind of repping local high schools. We're proud of Gaston County and our surrounding areas, and we wanted our fans to be proud too and wear what high school they went to.
All right, and then tomorrow night is
It is
College Spirit Night.
Whether it's your alma mater, the school you plan to go to, the school you've always supported, be sure to wear their swag.
as Hampton lifts a fly ball to left field for out number 2. And then tell us about Friday night, Madison. Tell us about Friday night.
Friday night is whiteout night, so wear white in support of your honey hunters.
Okay, so it's whiteout night Friday night. Wear white in support of the Honey Hunters.
Post-game fireworks.
And post-game fireworks. And then what's going on the weekend?
Weekend,
Saturday we have a food drive, don't we?
we have a food drive, yeah.
Awesome. So you can bring non-perishables.
Non-perishables, even like pasta, spaghetti sauce, things like that.
Okay. And then what about Sunday?
Sunday is Sundrop Sunday, but it's also just fan appreciation night. And we're doing a water bottle giveaway.
As Jake Skoll takes the first pitch he sees and pops it into right field for a base hit. On the play, Roman goes down to third base. So with 2 outs, the Honey Hunters are in business. Skoll has a single. Roman at third, and here comes the catcher, Alex Holderbach. Well, Madison, thank you so much. We love what you do, and we love all the enthusiasm you bring to the ballpark. So, have a great game. Madison, our young lady that just keeps the crowd involved in the game, goes around and does all the contests and games. And if you are so inclined, when you come to the ballpark, stop behind home plate, right next to the concession stand, and you can say hi to Butch over there and sign up for, the Sundrop chugging contest, where you could win a wooden cup that's made out of the top of a baseball bat, as Alex Holderbach looks at strike 1, no balls and 1 strike. Holderbach batting .245 on the year, 2 home runs and 28 runs batted in. He'd sure like to make that 30 right now. As Luis Roman is down at third base. 2 outs, bottom of the second inning. Skoll at first, Roman at third. Eddie Butler comes to the plate, misses high, ball 1, a ball and a strike on the Honey Hunters catcher, Alex Holderbach. Here's the next pitch. Fouled at the plate. A ball and 2 strikes. Holderbach just getting on top of that pitch. Butler from the stretch, staring in to get a sign from his catcher, Joe DeLuca. Now he straightens up and tosses over to first, sending Jake Skoll back to the bag, diving in, but he's safe. Emmanuel Tapia on deck if Holderbach can keep the inning alive. Outfield playing Holderbach straight away. Here's the pitch. Skoll goes from first. The pitch is low. No throw down to second base from DeLuca. So now the Honey Hunters with runners on second and third. Did you see the graphic? They put a base up on the middle of the scoreboard in center field, and the base disappeared and a cop car was chasing it. Stolen base. There's the pitch. That one's in the dirt. DeLuca gets it to bounce off his glove and roll in front of him, keeping the runners at bay and preventing a run from coming home. Runs the count to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Good play by Joe DeLuca to prevent that run from coming across. Eddie Butler with 2 outs, a 2-2 count to Alex Holderbach. Butler trying to do anything he can to get out of this inning. Holderbach trying to do anything he can to push a run across the plate. Butler from the stretch. Straightens up, comes to the plate, 2-2, and it's high, and that's off the glove of DeLuca. And the Honey Hunters will score first, 1-0, as Luis Roman comes home from third base. On the play, Jake Skoll goes down to third, I mean. And it's 1-0 Gastonia. We'll see if they're going to go wild pitch on that or a passed ball. Passed ball. All right, it's going to be a passed ball that scores Luis Roman. First baseman Emmanuel Tapia will come to the plate now. Jake Skoll at third base. Reese Hampton at first. Alex Holderbach at first. Tapia, the left-hander, against the right-hander. Butler swings and misses at a fastball. No balls and one strike. Holderbach with a lead from first. Butler checking him, comes to the plate 0-1. Off-speed pitch, misses ball one. 1 ball and 1 strike. Tapia is an interesting guy. I never see him without a smile on his face. He's always having fun. He's always talking to the other players from other teams. Just seems like a very jovial person, Emmanuel Tapia. Here's the 1-1 pitch from Butler. That one's on the ground, right back up the middle. The shortstop's got it, and he's going to throw to first and get Tapia. So that'll do it for the Honey Hunters here in the bottom of the second inning. But they push a run across, and they take a 1-0 lead into the third inning with them on the Honey Hunters Radio Network.
Folks, it's been the thrill of a lifetime to bring professional baseball back to the airwaves of Gaston County. As a lifelong supporter of Gastonia baseball, I understood at an early age how important it was to hear the game when I couldn't be at the game. And with the advent of internet streaming now, Gastonia Honey Hunters games have even more import within the community. It also provides a great opportunity to get your message out to the Gaston County community. If advertising with the Honey Hunters is something that interests you, give me a call at 704-874-1810 and inquire about advertising with the Gastonia Honey Hunters. The number again, 704-874-1810. The Honey Hunters Radio Network, your hometown team. Thank you for supporting Gastonia baseball.
This is Jake Skoll of the Gastonia Honey Hunters, and you're listening to the Honey Hunters Radio Network.
Get social. Find out where your Honey Hunters are playing all season long at www.gohoneyhunters.com. Ticket information, www.gohoneyhunters.com. If you're looking for the latest game day fashion or wanting to bring a group to Caramount Health Park, GoHoneyHunters.com. Your online home for the Gastonia Honey Hunters is GoHoneyHunters.com. That's www.GoHoneyHunters.com.
The top of the third inning is upon us here at Caramount Health Park. Gastonia 1, Southern Maryland nothing, as the Honey Hunters were able to push a run across in the bottom of the second inning. John Anderson, who has gotten the first 6 Blue Crabs that he's faced tonight, will be looking at the 7, 8, and 9 hitters here in the top of the third. Jared Walker, the first baseman, Joe DeLuca, the catcher, and Michael Baca, the shortstop. Walker, is the left-handed batter against the left-handed throwing Anderson. He rocks on the rubber and comes to the plate. The first pitch, fastball over for a strike. How many of those has he started off with a strike in the first 7 hitters? All but one. So 6 batters of the 7 he started off with a first pitch fastball strike. Next pitch is a fastball at the knees, a little lower than the knees actually. For ball 1, that'll even the count, 1 ball and 1 strike. Next pitch fouled back, and Walker able to stay alive. 1 ball and 2 strikes. John Anderson, very deliberate on the mound, steps back and now into his windup, and again fouled off to the left and out of play. Count will hold again at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Joe DeLuca, the catcher, on deck. There's the 1-2 pitch from Anderson, a breaking ball that goes right to the shortstop on 1 hop. A bounce over to first, and Tapia has it bounce over his glove as on the stretch, his knee kind of buckled, and he went down to his knees. So that one bounced over the glove of Tapia. On the play, Walker goes to second base. So they're going to give an error to the shortstop on the throw. And Michael Baca, I'm sorry, Jack Reinheimer gets charged with the error that allows Walker to get to second base. That'll bring up Joe DeLuca, the catcher. The first pitch to him is a ball, 1 ball and no strikes. Off-speed pitch that was low. Walker with a lead from second. Anderson's daring in to get a sign. Now he checks Walker. Nobody covering him, so he'll come to the plate. And there's a high fly ball on the infield. Cole Freeman at second base looking up into the sky, and he's got it. So DeLuca goes down on the out. 1 away, and here comes the shortstop, Michael Baca. Michael Baca, a name that the Honey Hunters have heard enough of this year. He's batting .224 this year. Against Gastonia, he's 9 for 21, batting .429. Here at the ballpark, he's 8 for 15, batting .533 at Caramount Health Park. First pitch he looks at is a fastball for a strike. So 7 out of the 9 batters in the first go-round have taken fastball for strike 1 against John Anderson. Jared Walker still at second base. Baca steps out of the batter's box. Anderson off the rubber. Now we're ready to go. As Anderson comes set, he will check Walker down at second and turn and chase him back to the bag as Walker was dancing back and forth. 1 out, top of inning number 3, 1-0 Gastonia. Leadoff batter Jack Sundberg is on deck. The runner goes, swung on and fouled at the plate. That'll run the count to no balls and 2 strikes. Home plate umpire Bradley Moffitt walking the ball out to the mound. As that got a little piece of Alex Holderbach behind the plate. Give him a chance to shake it off and knock the cobwebs out of his head. No balls and 2 strikes, 1 out. They throw to second this time, and Cole Freeman catching the ball behind the bag after Jared Walker had dived back safely. And Freeman looked like he had just gotten a hold of that ball. He was kind of cradling it between his right hand and his glove. Freeman again dancing towards second base, but instead Anderson comes home, and it's a swung on and missed. Strike 3 for Michael Baca. So Baca goes down on strikes for the second out here in the 3rd inning. 3rd strikeout of the game for Anderson, and now we're going back to the top of the order, the left fielder, Jack Sundberg. Sundberg grounded out to Cole Freeman at second base on a nice play by Freeman as he went to his left to get a sharply hit ball. So Sundberg 0 for 1 in the ball game. 2 outs now, top of the 3rd inning. First pitch is over for a strike, and Sundberg said, "Wait a minute, I called a timeout." But unfortunately, he's not the one that calls timeout. The umpire does. So you can ask for it, and sometimes the ump won't give it to you. So Sundberg back in 0-1. John Anderson looking at the runner at second, now comes to the plate, another fastball, and that one's fouled back. Off the net, no balls and 2 strikes. Anderson looking very sharp so far tonight. Runner on second base. Jared Walker is there because of an error. Otherwise, Anderson would have been out of this inning 1-2-3 and would have gone through the lineup without allowing a runner. A breaking ball swung on and missed, strike 3, and Anderson gets out of it. Sundberg, disgusted, flips his bat toward the dugout. Now he wants to turn around and have a discussion with home plate umpire Bradley Moffitt about that first called strike, because he felt like he had asked for time and plenty of time. Not an argument that he is going to win. But after 2.5 innings of play, John Anderson has 4 strikeouts in 3 innings, and the Honey Hunters lead 1-0 on the Honey Hunters Radio Network.
Being first, the beginning of the line. So many people work so hard to be number 1. But at Caramount Health, you don't have to struggle to be first. We prioritize you. Our award-winning teams use advanced treatments to serve you. We deliver the compassion and quality you deserve, always growing, building, and innovating for your care, your health, your life. Caramount Health. Care first.
Looking for a new career? Want to make an upwards of $40,000 a year? Want to work a schedule that fits your lifestyle? Want to do it all from the front seat of your car? I thought I had your attention. Domino's is hiring. If you want to cash in on a new opportunity, log on to jobs.domino's.com. That's jobs.domino's.com.
This is Sam Bordner of the Gastonia Honey Hunters, and you are listening to the Honey Hunters Radio Network.
Onward we go to the bottom of the third inning here at Caramount Health Park. Bob Woodard with you, and boy, did Madison have a couple of cute girls with her on the contest. She still has them there in between innings, and it was a finish the lyrics contest, and this little girl finished the lyrics of 3, I believe, Disney songs, if I'm not mistaken. And boy, was she a cutie pie. Fun at the ballpark here at Caramount Health Park. Onward we go. Cole Freeman will lead off the the bottom of the third inning for the Honey Hunters. Freeman still looking for his first hit as a Honey Hunter as he pulls the first pitch foul outside of third and down the line. No balls and 1 strike. Eddie Butler into the windup, and the 0-1 pitch, breaking ball. Freeman lifts it in the air but pushes it off to the right, and that'll run the count to no balls and 2 strikes. Amazing. Cole Freeman, I am told now, by Colton Miller, our Major League Baseball data ops person in the booth with us. There's a fly ball down the left field line in foul territory, and what a good play by the third baseman down there, Alex Crosby, who ran all the way down past the pitching mound in the Honey Hunters bullpen to catch that ball over his shoulder in foul territory. So Freeman goes down once again. Freeman has swung at the first pitch in every at-bat as a Honey Hunter. That'll bring up Jack Reinheimer, who looks at a pitch out of the strike zone, 1 ball and no strikes. Jack flew out to right field in his first at-bat, hits one high in the air, but that's going to sail out of play. And that'll run the count to 1 ball and 1 strike. Alex Crosby is down at third for the Blue Crabs. Michael Baca at short, Raul Shaw at second. Jared Walker over at first. The pitch from Butler is again fouled off to the right and out of play. Out in left field, Jack Sundberg. In center field, Zach Collier. And in right field, Braxton Lee. Joe DeLuca behind the plate. And Eddie Butler on the mound. He's given up 1 hit and 2 runs to the Honey Hunters so far. There's a soft line drive to the third baseman, and Alex Crosby takes a step to the left and grabs that one. Quickly 2 outs here in the bottom of inning number 3. Joseph Rosa will step up now. He is the designated hitter tonight. Rosa grounded out to the second baseman in his first at-bat. Eddie Butler from the windup. Rocks on the rubber, comes to the plate with a breaking ball that dances nicely over home plate. Strike 1 to Rosa. Here's the 0-1, another breaking ball, another called strike. So Butler has Rosa in a hole, no balls and 2 strikes, with 2 outs here in the bottom of the third inning. Another breaking ball, that one finds the dirt. Good stop by Joe DeLuca behind the plate, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Rosa, left-handed batter, wig-wagging that bat back and forth. And Now as he comes set, bouncing it up and down off his left shoulder. One's on the ground. That's going to roll outside of first. It'll be a foul ball, and the count will hold at 1-2. Rosa back into the batter's box. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Bases are empty. 2 outs, bottom of the 3rd inning. Here's the pitch. Another breaking ball. He's able to pull that one foul. So a steady diet of breaking balls for Rosa. Got an impressive OPS of 963. It's a combination of your on-base percentage and your slugging percentage added together. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed at a fastball. So after a steady diet of breaking balls, Butler gets him with a fastball, and at the end of 3 innings of play, 1-0 Honey Hunters on the Honey Hunters Radio Network.
GSM Services helps people live better through improved comfort, health, and energy efficiency. GSM Services provides high-quality home and commercial improvement services. They offer services for heating and cooling, energy audits, duct and dryer vent cleaning, attic insulation, crawl space solutions, generators, commercial roofing, and HVAC, indoor air cleaning products, and much, much more. GSM has been taking care of their customers' comfort since 1927. This unmatched experience has led them to build reliable processes to serve you and offer guidance to help you choose the right options for your home business comfort needs. Call 1-800-NEW-COOL or visit gsmsince1927.com to talk to someone about the comfort issues you have in your home. GSM is a proud sponsor of your Gastonia Honey Hunters. Call 1-800-NEW-COOL or visit gsmsince1927.com. Go Honey Hunters!
If coming to a Honey Hunters game is good, then coming to a game as a group is better. If you're a school, church, or civic organization looking for a great time together, call 704-874-1810 and ask about a group package. The number again is 704-874-1810. Ask about our picnic options that include hot dogs, sliders, and pulled pork. 704-874-1810. Honey Hunters Baseball. Better with friends.
We head to the top of the 4th inning. Honey Hunters holding a 1-0 lead behind a good pitching performance so far by John Anderson. 3 innings in the books. Anderson has yet to allow a hit, and he has 4 strikeouts. The only base runner for the Blue Crabs from Southern Maryland was Jared Walker in the last inning, who led off the inning, getting on base by an error. That's the only base runner that John Anderson has allowed. Mixing his pitches up very well, breaking ball, changeup, and fastball, and he's been throwing his fastball at a couple of different speeds. He rocks on the rubber, comes to the plate, and the first pitch to Raul Shaw, the second baseman, is fouled to the left into the Honey Hunters bullpen. No balls and 1 strike. Shaw from Elliott City, Maryland. Bats from the right side. Here's Anderson's next pitch. High fly ball. Cole Freeman looking up into the sky, and he's underneath that one and makes the catch. So the second baseman has had 2 high fly balls like that in the ball game so far. And that'll do it for Shaw, who is now 0 for 2 in the ball game after looking at strike 3 in inning number 1. That'll bring up Braxton Lee. Lee grounded out to Emmanuel Tapia at first base in his last at-bat. Pitch in the dirt, and that got a piece of Alex Holderbach. He immediately went face first into the turf, and he's going to take a walk and kind of shake that one off. Bradley Moffitt, the home plate umpire, doing what any good umpire would do and walking the next ball out to John Anderson to give Holderbach a chance to collect himself after being hit with that baseball. Next pitch misses low, ball two, 2 balls and no strikes. You know, as a catcher, it doesn't really matter how much gear you have on. Even when you get hit in the protective gear sometimes, it still hurts. Plenty of times as a catcher, you get your helmet knocked off of you by a hard hit foul ball that hits you square in the face mask. As the next pitch swung on a miss, strike one, 2 balls and 1 strike. Sometimes you get hit on the right on the knee guard, but in between where the knee guard folds, and it catches you right on the kneecap. And, you know, the things like that. And being a catcher is a thankless job. Next pitch swung on and missed, 2 balls and 2 strikes now. So John Anderson 1 pitch away from his 5th strikeout of the ball game. Breaking ball, and that one's going to be looped into left field. Up and running and making a diving catch is Reese Hampton. What a play out there in left field by Reese. Holy cow. Hampton coming up and charging hard and making a great catch to retire Braxton Lee and rob him of a base hit. That'll bring up David Harris, the designated hitter. Harris struck out in his first at-bat, fouls the first pitch he sees right off of home plate. No balls and 1 strike. Anderson rocks on the rubber. The 0-1 pitch comes to the plate in the dirt, but Harris went around on it. No balls and 2 strikes. That was about a 3/4 swing as Harris realized that the ball was going to be in the dirt, trying to hold up, but he was well beyond committed to that swing. Anderson from the windup. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Off speed pitch. He took something off of that one and missed low, ball 1 ball and 2 strikes. There's one in the dirt. That was about a 58-foot pitch, as it bounced about 2 feet in front of home plate. Evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. What a beautiful sky over Caramount Health Park tonight. Some white wispy clouds over the ballpark off in the distance, a little bit of gray. There's a line drive, and that's hit right at Roman at third base. And he just stands right there, lifts his glove up, and catches it for out number 3. So Harris lines out to Roman, and that'll do it for the Blue Crabs in the top of the 4th inning. No runs, no hits, and nobody left on base on the Honey Hunters Radio Network.
Folks, it's been the thrill of a lifetime to bring professional baseball back to the airwaves of Gaston County. As a lifelong supporter of Gastonia baseball, I understood at an early age how important it was to hear the game when I couldn't be at the game. And with the advent of internet streaming now, Gastonia Honey Hunters games have even more import within the community. It also provides a great opportunity to get your message out to the Gaston County community. If advertising with the Honey Hunters is something that interests you, give me a call at 704-874-1810 and inquire about advertising with the Gastonia Honey Hunters. The number again, 704-874-1810. The Honey Hunters Radio Network, your hometown team. Thank you for supporting Gastonia baseball.
Online education is better with us. At Belmont Abbey College, we offer quality, affordable online degrees that fit your life and your budget. We're better because with us, our faith foundation drives all we do. We care about every student. We instill every degree with excellence and virtue. Plus, we're local, personal, and ready to help you thrive. Experience the Abbey difference. Get the better online degree with Belmont Abbey College. Register today and you could win dinner for two on us. Visit GoHoneyHunters.com/Belmont Abbey to learn more.
This is Jake Skoll of the Gastonia Honey Hunters, and you're listening to the Honey Hunters Radio Network.
Get social with your favorite baseball team at Go Honey Hunters on Facebook, Twitter. Your home for Gastonia Honey Hunters baseball. AM 1450, 101.1 FM, and streaming on the TuneIn app. WGNC. Your home for Honey Hunters baseball. AM.
Zach Jarrett comes out of the on-deck circle to lead off the bottom of the fourth inning for the Honey Hunters, and he takes the first pitch, hits it high in the air, and the center fielder has to come up to get it, but he does. Zach Collier was on the run and able to catch up to that fly ball from Jarrett, so Zach goes down. One out, and Luis Roman will come up now. Roman singled and scored the only run of the ball game thus far. He and Jake Skoll, the only ones with hits in the ball game for so far tonight. First pitch to Roman, a fastball on the inside corner, strike one. Eddie Butler on the hill, still for Southern Maryland. Butler, the right-hander, from the windup, another fastball right across the knees, strike two. Butler stares in to get a sign from DeLuca, his catcher, comes right back, and Roman fouls one off to the left that bounces off the fence in front of the Honey Hunters dugout. Butler from the windup. There's a line or a soft fly ball, actually, not really a line drive, but again to center field. And again, Zach Collier has to run in to pick that one up. So two quick outs. The first two batters of the inning have given Zach Collier a workout in center field. And here comes the left fielder, Reese Hampton. Hampton flew out to the left fielder in his first at-bat, 0 for 1 on the night. Came in batting .263 with 7 home runs and 35 runs batted in. First pitch to him, high fastball that he fouls up out of play off to the left. No balls and 1 strike. The lights are on at Caramount Health Park, but they're not taking effect just yet. Butler from the windup. The 0-1 pitch misses ball 1, 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Fastball misses. Ball 2, 2 balls and 1 strike. Left-handed batter Reese Hampton looks at a 2-1 pitch from Butler, and he pulls that one down the right field side into right field for a base hit. Third hit of the game for the Honey Hunters. First for Hampton, and that'll bring up Jake Skoll.
That brings up your center fielder, Jake Skoll.
Jake Skoll was the 15th pick overall in the 2010 Major League Baseball draft. Among some of the other players of notoriety in that draft, Manny Machado, Bryce Harper, Yasmani Grandal, Delino DeShields, Chris Sale, Christian Yelich, and Noah Syndergaard, just to name a few. And Skoll was drafted 15th in that first round, ahead of Noah Syndergaard. He was keeping some pretty good company in that draft. Jake actually quit baseball and went to the University of Georgia to play football, and then returned to baseball after spending 4 years as a Bulldog. Runner goes from first. The pitch is high, and the throw down not in time. So Hampton has a stolen base. The pitch missed, so the count to Skoll is 1-0. Eddie Butler taking a long time to settle on a pitch. Now he comes set. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That one bounces in the dirt. And Hampton takes off for third as it does. And the catcher, Joe DeLuca, could not get back up and get the ball. He tried to get back up and he grabbed the ball, and then he couldn't get up, and then tried to get back up again, got up without the ball. The net result, Hampton's at third and Jake Skoll has a 2-0 count. Skoll batting .254 coming into the game tonight with 17 home runs and 42 runs batted in. Next pitch is high, ball 3, 3 balls and no strikes. Alex Holderbach on deck. 1-0 Honey Hunters here in the bottom of the fourth inning with 2 out and a 3-0 count to Jake Skoll. There's a fastball, and Jake taking all the way. 3 balls and 1 strike. Skoll got as high as AA ball with the Yankees. Fouls the next pitch off to the right. Count is 2 balls and 2 strikes. Is it 3-2? The umpire looked like he held up 2 fingers. All right, 3-2 is the count. Skoll hits one high in the air. Jaluka, the catcher, turns around, takes a couple of steps back toward the netting and realizes it's too far out of play, and he returns to his position. The count holds at 3-2. Jake, native of Woodstock, Georgia, steps into the batter's box, trying to extend the lead for the Honey Hunters here. They lead 1-0. Here's Here's the full count pitch. Breaking ball swung on and missed, and that was a dandy pitch. Jake swung right over it, and he knew it. So Scholl strikes out. And that'll do it for the Honey Hunters here in the bottom of the fourth inning. No runs, one hit, one runner left on base on the Honey Hunters Radio Network.
Being first, the beginning of the line. So many people work so hard to be number one. But at Caramont Health, you don't have to struggle to be first. We prioritize you. Our award-winning teams use advanced treatments to serve you. We deliver the compassion and quality you deserve, always growing, building, and innovating for your care, your health, your life. Caramont Health. Care first.
Whether you're stuck in traffic after a long day at work or working through a 10-game road trip, nothing feels as good as being home. If you're looking to enter the marketplace as a buyer or a seller, Moss Realty has a proven history of results with professionals that operate in the highest spirit of ethical conduct. Let them work for you. Call 704-865-5555 and find out how Moss Realty gets it done. 704-865-5555, Moss Realty. Don't miss out on all the action at Caramont Health Park this summer. Get your tickets for every Honey Hunters game by calling 704-874-1810 or log on to www.gohoneyhunters.com/tickets to reserve your spot this season. That number again, 704-874-1810. Gastonia Honey Hunters Baseball, 704-874-1810.
Well, in a battle here at Caramont Health Park between the two first-half division winners, the Gastonia Honey Hunters holding a 1-0 lead over the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. As we go to the top of inning number 5. And Alex Crosby, the cleanup batter for the Blue Crabs, will lead off the inning. John Anderson, pitching a gem of a ball game so far, has only allowed one base runner and no hits through 4 innings. Anderson, the left-hander, comes to the plate, delivers high, it goes all the way to the screen, and that got a piece of the home plate umpire, and he pulls his mask off and takes a walk around home plate. He's wearing a regular mask with a regular hat. He doesn't have the helmet type mask on, and he's holding his right hand on top of his head. And boy, that's got to hurt when that ball just grazes you right across the top of the head. He's standing out there. That's Bradley Moffitt. As I say he, Bradley Moffitt is standing out there talking to Calvin Baker. Now the Honey Hunters trainer is out to check on him. First base umpire Kevin Morgan has come in to see how his partner is doing. And now they all smile, and Moffitt pokes Kevin Morgan as he heads back to first base. He's smiling as he comes back behind the plate. We were talking earlier in the ballgame, he's a big dude. I don't know what his height and weight is, but that's a big man umpiring behind home plate tonight. So the count is 1 ball and no strikes to Alex Crosby. John Anderson from the stretch, or from the windup. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Crosby. That one's lifted in the air. That's going toward right field. And Zach Jarrett hauls that one in for out number 1. So Crosby goes down on a fly ball to the right fielder, 1 out. And here is Zach Collier, the center fielder. Anderson out of the windup, the first pitch, high foul ball behind the home plate. No balls and 1 strike. Collier grounded out to the second baseman, Cole Freeman, in his first at bat. He's 0 for 1 on the night. Next pitch over for a strike. No balls and 2 strikes. That one 86 miles an hour as Anderson took something off of it. And he's got Collier in a hole. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Fastball again fouled back. The count will hold at 0-2. Told you earlier that Emmanuel Tapia, the first baseman for the Honey Hunters, is always smiling. He's over there at first base having a conversation with the umpire, and just as pretty as you please, standing there smiling and cutting up with the umpire. Next pitch pulled foul. Collier hit it hard, but just too far out of play down the right field line. Anderson from the windup, rocks on the rubber, comes to the plate, grounded foul outside of first and down the line. Here's the 0-2 pitch again. Just missed. Boy, Anderson thought he had a strike on that pitch and wanted it. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Fastball just low. Now the 1-2. Breaking ball swung on and missed. It's in the dirt. Alex Holderbach comes up and tags the batter, Zach Collier, and there are 2 outs in this 5th inning. Fifth strikeout of the ball game for John Anderson. That'll bring up Jared Walker. Walker, the first baseman, hits the first pitch high in the air to left center field. Hampton goes back and he gets it ahead of the warning track, so 3 up and 3 down again. And John Anderson is cruising through 5 innings. No runs, no hits. Nobody left on base. And at the end of 4.5 innings of play, the Honey Hunters won. And the Blue Crabs nothing on the Honey Hunters radio network.
GSM Services helps people live better through improved comfort, health, and energy efficiency. GSM Services provides high-quality home and commercial improvement services. They offer services for heating and cooling, energy audits, duct and dryer vent cleaning, attic insulation, crawl space solutions, generators, commercial roofing, and HVAC, indoor air cleaning products, and much, much more. GSM has been taking care of their customers' comfort since 1927. This unmatched experience has led them to build reliable processes to serve you and offer guidance to help you choose Choose the right options for your home business comfort needs. Call 1-800-NEW-COOL or visit gsmsince1927.com to talk to someone about the comfort issues you have in your home. GSM is a proud sponsor of your Gastonia Honey Hunters. Call 1-800-NEW-COOL or visit gsmsince1927.com. Go Honey Hunters!
Online education is better with us. At Belmont Abbey College, we offer quality, affordable online degrees that fit your life and your budget. We're better because with us, our faith foundation drives all we do. We care about every student. We instill every degree with excellence and virtue. Plus, we're local, personal, and ready to help you thrive. Experience the Abbey difference. Get the better online degree with Belmont Abbey College. Register today, and you could win dinner for two on us. Visit GoHoneyHunters.com/Belmont Abbey to learn more.
Folks, do you find yourself lacking confidence in public places? Would you like to earn respect among your peers and be well received socially? I've got just the answer. The Honey Hunters Team Store is your source for all the best looking t-shirts, hats, and accessories for you, your kids, and even your dog. Look good, feel good, fan better. It's always drip season at the Honey Hunters Team Store at Caramont Health Park. Where do Honey Hunters fans find their drip? Your fashion destination.
Alex Holderbach will come out of the on-deck circle to lead off the bottom of the fifth inning for the Honey Hunters, and he rips one to left field, and that's going to be off the netting. Holderbach will make the turn and stay there as the left fielder gets the ball back in quickly. Jack Sundberg out there played it very well, turned around and took the ball after one hop off the netting and fired it into second base. Fourth hit of the ball game for the Honey Hunters. And Holderbach stands at first base. Here comes Emmanuel Tapia. Tapia grounded to shortstop in his first at bat. He's 0 for 1 on the night. Came into the ball game batting .237 with 12 long balls and 53 runs batted in. Tapia, left-handed batter against Eddie Butler. First pitch misses, ball one ball and no strikes. Butler checking the runner first, and he's going to go over there. Holderbach dives back to the bag. And plenty of time. Count 1 ball and no strikes to Tapia. Top of the order and Cole Freeman are on deck. Next pitch swung on and missed. Strike 1 ball and 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike. 1 runner on first. Here's the pitch. Tapia swings and misses through a hard fastball from Butler, 91 miles an hour. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2, and again swung on and missed. And Tapia will go down on strikes. First out here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Honey Hunters holding on to a 1-0 lead.
That brings up your second baseman.
We go to the top of the order now, and Cole Freeman. Freeman grounded out to shortstop, hit a pop foul to the third baseman. It was a nice play down there at third base by Alex Crosby as he had to go far down the left field line. Now, let's see if Cole Freeman holds true to what he's been doing, swinging and missing at the first pitch in each of his at-bats as a Honey Hunter. No, he lets one go by, but it's a strike anyway. No balls and 1 strike. I guess he's just destined to have 0-1 counts. Colton Miller, my friend who shares the booth with me here at Caramont Health Park. Cole works for Major League Baseball in their data operations department. and provides a lot of good information for us during the broadcast. We're sure pleased to have him here. As the count is 1-1 strike now to Freeman. Holderbach away from first. Here's the 1-1 pitch. There's his first hit as a Honey Hunter as he drives one into right field. And the right fielder comes up on one hop, and Braxton Lee throws it into second base. But Holderbach there in plenty of time. And now with one out, there are runners on first and second. And pull that ball out of play and give it to Cole Freeman. His first base hit as a Gastonia Honey Hunter. Holderbach on second, Freeman on first, and here's Jack Reinheimer, the shortstop. Jack batting .280 with 9 home runs and 52 runs batted in. He'd like to add to that RBI total right now. First pitch to him, fastball for a strike. He thought about pulling the trigger and held up. No balls and 1 strike to the Honey Hunter shortstop, Jack Reinheimer. Eddie Butler from the stretch. The 0-1 pitch on the ground to the shortstop. Underhands to second for 1. Throws across and way offline. And Reinheimer doesn't see it. And stands right there. He was looking at the runner at second base. Holderbach. No, I'm sorry, that was Cole Freeman. He was looking at Freeman, who was out on the play, but Freeman stayed on the ground for a minute. And now Stan Clyburn comes out of the Blue Crabs dugout. He wants to have a word with first base umpire Kevin Morgan. On the play, Alex Holderbach does come home to score. It's 2-0 in favor of the Honey Hunters. And now Kevin Morgan is going to ask to meet with the other umpires to plead Stan Clyburn's case, or to at least raise the point of whatever he was trying to suggest. Calvin Baker is chiming in on the discussion, as well as the home plate umpire Bradley Moffitt. I'm not sure what the concern is. Reinheimer is at first base. Cole Freeman was out 6-4. And that's the second out of the inning there. And I don't know that they determined anything or.
Fielder's choice, E4, which allowed Holderbach to score.
E4?
Yes.
Okay. So the official scorer just came in and said it was a fielder's choice. So Reinheimer's on the fielder's choice. And Holderbach comes home on an error by the second baseman on a throwing error. Now here's Joseph Rosa. And Rosa has to duck out of the way of the first pitch as Reinheimer takes off on the pitch, and he's down at second base. Now, Colton, on a pitch like that, do they give him a stolen base? Because he was off on the throw. So he still gets a stolen base for that. All right, so Reinheimer with another stolen base on the year. 1 ball and no strikes to Joseph Rosa. 0 for 2 on the night, grounded out to second base and struck out in his last at-bat. Rosa asks for time and steps out of the batter's box. Eddie Butler off of the hill. And now he's back on top. Rosa's back in, and we're ready to go. 1 ball and no strikes. 2 outs. Bottom of the 5th inning, 2-0 Honey Hunters. 2 runs, 5 hits, no error, or 1 error for Gastonia. No runs, no hits, 1 error for Southern Maryland. Butler fakes a throw to second base, chasing Rosa back to the bag. I'm sorry, chasing Reinheimer back to the bag. Jack back in plenty of time. Second baseman is shifted to far in the hole between first and second, and Rosa pops one up behind the plate. Catcher Joe DeLuca goes back and takes a look, but it sails too far and off the top of the building. 1 ball and 1 strike. Rosa started the night batting .318 with 17 home runs and 72 runs batted in. First base is open with Zach Jarrett on deck should Rosa be able to keep this inning alive for the Honey Hunters. Bottom of the 5th inning, 2-0 Gastonia. Next pitch, fastball for a strike. Rosa turned out of the way of it. Thought it was inside, and he's letting Bradley Moffitt know about it, the home plate umpire. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Butler staring in to get a sign from DeLuca. Now he's set. Here's the pitch. In the dirt. Reinheimer is going nowhere down at second base. Two balls and 2 strikes. With 2 outs and number 2 at the plate, and the Honey Hunters with 2 runs across. And you too could be at the ballpark tomorrow as the game is at 6:15. See what I did there? Butler from the stretch, checks the runner, comes to the plate, 2-2. Line down the right field line, foul. Boy, Rosa jumped all over that ball, but just got out in front of it a little too much. Count will hold at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Butler from the stretch. Reinheimer with the lead off second. There's a pitch, and it's going to be a fly ball into center field. It'll drop in front of the center fielder. Reinheimer's coming home, and he will score on a single by Joseph Rosa. 73rd RBI of the year for Rosa, and the Honey Hunters take a 3-0 lead. That'll bring Zach Jarrett up to the plate. Jarrett dropped his bat in the on-deck circle and came running toward the plate so that he could direct Reinheimer as to whether or not to slide. And as Jack was coming around third and heading toward the plate, Jarrett told him to stay up. He didn't have to slide. And then 2 runs across in this inning, 3-0 Gastonia. 3 runs, 6 hits, and 1 error. For Gastonia, no runs, no hits, and an error for Southern Maryland. Jarrett steps in. The first pitch to him is in the dirt, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. The ball bounced. Good stop by DeLuca. as he came up ready to throw down to first base behind Rosa, but he dropped the ball out of his hand just before he made the throw. Here's the 0-1. I'm sorry, the 1-0. And that misses ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. No activity down there for the Blue Crabs in the bullpen. As the pitch is high, the runner goes, and Rosa has stolen second base. Throw was right on line, one hop down there, but Rosa, with a head first slide, dives under the tag of Raul Shaw. And Rosa adds to his stolen base total on the year. And Zach Jarrett draws a 4-pitch walk. So now runners on first and second with 2 outs. And here comes Luis Roman, the third baseman. For Rosa, that was his 13th stolen base on the year. So Luis Roman comes up now. He singled and scored the first run of the ball game for the Honey Hunters, and then he lined out to the center fielder. He's 1 for 2 on the night. Swings and misses at a fastball. Luis did not get cheated on that swing at all. He had a rip at it. No balls and 1 strike. Roman with 12 home runs and 50 runs batted in on the year. Would love to add to those numbers right now and give the Honey Hunters some extra breathing room. Next pitch misses inside ball 1 ball and 1 strike. Bottom of the 5th inning, 3-0 Honey Hunters over the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. Joseph Rosa down at second base, Zach Jarrett at first. Luis Roman at the plate with a 1-1 count. Here's the pitch from Eddie Butler. Fouled off to the left, out of play. That'll run the count to 1-2. Rosa goes back to the bag at second base and takes his lead. Zach Jarrett with a lead off of first. Roman at the plate, facing a 1-2 count. Here's the pitch on the ground. The short underneath a diving first baseman. The ball goes into right field. And on the play, Rosa comes home. Zach Jarrett on the way to third. The throw down to third, and he slides under the tag. So Rosa goes home to score the Honey Hunters' 4th run of the ball game. Zach Jarrett goes all the way down to third base, and Luis Roman is on with a single. That'll bring up Reese Hampton. The left fielder, Hampton, singled in his last at-bat and stole second base. He also flied out to left field. He's 1 for 2 on the night. Catcher going out to have a word with his pitcher now, as Joe DeLuca goes out to chat with Eddie Butler. Pardon me. Still nobody throwing in the bullpen for the Blue Crabs, as Gastonia has pushed 3 runs across here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Reese Hampton at the plate now. looks at ball one, 1 ball and no strikes. So Roman at second base. Jarrett at third. And a 2-0 count to Reese Hampton as the fastball sails outside and low, ball 2. Fastball over for a strike. Hampton taking all the way on that. 2 balls and 1 strike. Hampton's got 35 runs batted in himself this year, along with 7 home runs. He's got 2 runners in scoring position now, and he hits one high in the air and tosses the bat away. As that one's going out into left field, and the left fielder camps underneath it and makes the catch. So Jack Sundberg had to stand underneath that ball and wait for it before he could make the third out. So for the second time in the ballgame, Reese Hampton flies out to left field, this time to end the 5th inning, but not before the Honey Hunters put 3 runs across. And at the end of 5 innings of play, it is the Honey Hunters 4 and the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs nothing. We'll be back after we pay some bills on the Honey Hunters Radio Network.
Being first, the beginning of the line. So many people work so hard to be number 1. But at Caramont Health, you don't have to struggle to be first. We prioritize you. Our award-winning teams use advanced treatments to serve you. We deliver the compassion and quality you deserve, always growing, building, and innovating for your care, your health, your life. Caramont Health. Care first.
This is Sam Bordner of the Gastonia Honey Hunters, and you are listening to the Honey Hunters Radio Network.
Don't miss out on all the action at Caramont Health Park this summer. Get your tickets for every Honey Hunters game by calling 704-874-1810 or log on to www.gohoneyhunters.com/tickets to reserve your spot this season. That number again, 704-874-1810. Gastonia Honey Hunters Baseball, 704-874-1810. Folks, do you find yourself lacking confidence in public places? Would you like to earn respect among your peers and be well received socially? I've got just the answer. The Honey Hunters Team Store is your source for all the best looking t-shirts, hats, and accessories for you, your kids, and even your dog. Look good, feel good, fan better. It's always drip season at the Honey Hunters Team Store at Caramont Health Park. Your home for Gastonia Honey Hunters baseball. AM 1450, 101.1 FM, and streaming on the TuneIn app. WGNC.
Here we go into the top of the 6th inning. And for the Blue Crabs, it will be Joe DeLuca, the catcher, Michael Baca, the shortstop, and then back to the top of the order with Jack Sundberg, the left fielder. DeLuca hit a pop fly that Cole Freeman handled at second base in his first at-bat. He's 0 for 1. First pitch to him, he tries to bunt down the third base line and bunts foul. No balls and 1 strike. So Freeman, who was all the way down to first base after that foul bunt, heading back to home plate to pick up his bag. As Bam stops by to give us a high five and a fist bump. 4-0 Gastonia here in the top of the 6th inning. John Anderson into the windup. The next pitch, a breaking ball swung on and missed. No balls and 2 strikes to the Blue Crabs catcher. Another breaking ball, strike 3, got him swinging. 6th strikeout on the night for John Anderson, and he continues to just sail along. 1 out here in the top of the 6th inning, and here comes Michael Baca. As we mentioned to you earlier, Baca has been a Honey Hunter killer this year. He's only batting .224 in the league, but hitting .429 against the Honey Hunters. And here at Caramount Health Park, he's batting .533. First pitch to him is high, ball 1. Anderson comes right back, and that ball is lifted, and that's going to carry back behind home plate and out of play. 1 ball and 1 strike. Baca, the right-hander, gets back into the batter's box. The left-hander, Anderson, comes back to the plate, and there's one on the ground to the shortstop. And he throws across and gets him out. Oh, my gosh. Jack Reinheimer went to his left, threw a... How did he throw that ball? He was charging to his left, and his momentum was carrying him toward right field, and somehow he turned his body and half underhanded it. The ball came to first base on kind of a looping throw and still had enough on it to get Baca. Goodness gracious, what a play. Good play by Tapia down there at first base to stretch and get that ball just ahead of Baca. So now we're back to the top of the order, and Sundberg swings and misses, or swings and fouls off the first pitch. No balls and 1 strike. That was a wow play from Jack Reinheimer. No balls and 1 strike to Sundberg. Here's the next pitch, and there's a high fly ball to center field. The center fielder's going back. He dives and can't make it. So there's the first hit of the ball game for the Blue Crabs, as Jake Skoll went as far to the right as his right as he could and then dove for the ball. Skoll is still down on his knees out there. Now he gets up. And folks, I got to tell you, playing on turf is not a lot of fun, especially when you have to dive like that. Jake holding his right arm as he goes back to his position. So Sundberg doubles in the top of the 6th inning to ruin the no-hitter. 2 outs. Man on second base, and here is Raul Shaw. First pitch to him is over for a strike. No balls and 1 strike. Raul Shaw, S-H-A-H. John Anderson on the hill, staring in to get a sign from Alex Holderbach. Comes to the plate. And the pitch, before the pitch, it was called a balk. John Anderson is wondering what he did that caused the balk call. So the count is no balls and 1 strike still, as that was a no pitch. Sundberg is down at third base now. And Shaw back into the batter's box. On the ground to the third baseman. Roman throws across, and that'll do it for Shaw and the Blue Crabs here in the top of the 6th inning, but they break up the no.
Online education is better with us. At Belmont Abbey College, we offer quality, affordable online degrees that fit your life and your budget. We're better because with us, our faith foundation drives all we do. We care about every student. We instill every degree with excellence and virtue. Plus, we're local, personal, and ready to help you thrive. Experience the Abbey difference. Get the better online degree with Belmont Abbey College. Register today, and you could win dinner for 2 on us. Visit GoHoneyHunters.com/Belmont Abbey to learn more.
Generators, commercial roofing, and HVAC, indoor air cleaning products, and much, much more. GSM has been taking care of their customers' comfort since 1927. This unmatched experience has led them to build reliable processes to serve you and offer guidance to help you choose the right options for your home business comfort needs. Call 1-800-NEW-COOL or visit GSM-since-1927.com to talk to someone about the comfort issues you have in your home. GSM is a proud sponsor of your Gastonia Honey Hunters. Call 1-800-NEW-COOL or visit GSM-since-1927.com. Go Honey Hunters!
If coming to a Honey Hunters game is good, then coming to a game as a group is better. If you're a school, church, or civic organization looking for a great time together, call 704-874-1810 and ask about a group package. The number again is 704-874-1810. Ask about our picnic options that include hot dogs, sliders, and pulled pork. 704-874-1810. Honey Hunters Baseball. Better with friends.
This is Jake Skoll of the Gastonia Honey Hunters, and you're listening to the Honey Hunters Radio Network.
Get social with your favorite.
Bottom of the 6th inning we go. Caramont Health Park, Bob Woodard with you. And it is 4-0 in favor of the Honey Hunters. 4 runs, 7 hits, 1 error for Gastonia. No runs, 1 hit, 1 error for Southern Maryland. Jake Skoll will lead off the bottom of the 6th inning. Jake 1 for 2 on the night, singled and struck out. Looks at a first pitch strike, no balls and 1 strike. Eddie Butler still on the hill for the Blue Crabs. Rocks on the rubber, comes to the plate 0-1, and Skoll breaks his bat, or chips his bat actually, as he fouls that one back. Just a little chip that came off the bat and sailed out in front of home plate. And whomever is coaching first base for the Honey Hunters came up to pick that chip of the bat off as Jake goes back to the dugout to get a new piece of lumber to work with. No balls and 2 strikes to the Honey Hunters center fielder, Jake Skoll. Had a chance to talk to Jake as I was coming into the ballpark today. And I asked him about this run that the Honey Hunters are on, having lost the last 3 series that they were in, as he fouls another one off to the left and out of play. And Jake said, you know, it's just kind of the ebb and flow of the game. Sometimes you're up and sometimes you're down, and we're just in a little bit of a rough spot, but we're coming out of it. So we just have to get the fire back. 4-0 so far tonight as Jake swings and misses the ball in the dirt, so he'll trot down toward first, and the catcher picks it up and throws and gets him out ahead of Skoll's arrival at first base. So Joe DeLuca had that ball bounce off of the plate and bounce off of him, but he was able to get a hold of it and make the throw down to first to get Skoll. So Jake strikes out for the second time tonight, and here comes the catcher, Alex Holderbach. Holderbach singled and scored a run in his last at-bat. Looks at a first pitch strike, an off-speed pitch. It looked like an off-speed pitch, but then I look up on the scoreboard and see a 92 under the miles per hour, so I'm going to call that a fastball, I guess. No balls and one strike. Next pitch, Holderbach hits it high in the air into foul territory, and that's going to sail in amongst the customers. No balls and two strikes. Fairfield, Ohio's Alex Holderbach. Steps in. Eddie Butler winds up, and here's the 0-2 pitch. That pitch is low, ball one. 1 ball and 2 strikes on a fastball that was low and outside. The 1-2 pitch from Butler. Holderbach fouls that one back. That'll even the count, or I'm sorry, that'll hold the count at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Butler from the windup. Holderbach again stays alive by fouling one back off the netting. Holderbach readjusting his glove, readjusting his wristband, his elbow guard, and now he steps back in. 1-2, 1 out. Bottom of the 6th inning, 4-0 Gastonia. Here's the pitch, low, ball 2, 2 balls and 2 strikes. We only have one score that we can tell you about as Holderbach smashes one on 2 hops to the shortstop, the throw across the infield, and he got him. So Holderbach got a hold of it, but hit it right at Michael Baca. And Baca, who was almost on the grass in his shortstop position, fielded it on 2 hops and made a nice long throw across to get him out. 2 down now, and here's Emmanuel Tapia. Tapia 0 for 2 in the ballgame, struck out in his last at-bat and grounded out to the shortstop in the 2nd inning. Hits one high in the air to right field, and this ball is out of here. Boy, he hit that a long way, and Emmanuel Tapia will touch them all. That was one of those shots where as soon as he hit it, you knew it was gone. Right over the Moss Realty sign in right center field, next to the Gas House Bar and Grill, and it's 5-0 Honey Hunters as Tapia comes all the way around. That'll bring up the leadoff batter, second baseman Cole Freeman. Freeman swings and fouls the first pitch off. No balls and 1 strike. Cole got his first hit as a Honey Hunter in his last at-bat. He's 1 for 3 on the night. And now he has his second hit as he hits one inside of first and down the line. And he will make the turn and then come back to the bag as a Braxton Lee got on the ball in a hurry in right field and fired it into second base. Reinheimer will come up now. Jack on in a fielder's choice and lined out to the third baseman and flew out to right field. Swung, that's right, Freeman again swung at the first pitch, although this time he actually got a hit by doing so. We talked about how the first 6 at-bats or 7 at-bats that Freeman had as a Honey Hunter, he swung at the first pitch, and now he's got his first stolen base as a Honey Hunter as he scurries down to second base. Freeman has already made his presence known tonight by flashing some good leather down at second base, and now he's contributing at the plate and on the base paths. Young man that was signed by the Honey Hunters yesterday came out of the AAA ball club, and he's off again and steals third. The pitch was a strike to Reinheimer. It's no balls and 2 strikes. And now there was no throw on that, so Clayton Miller, I'm going to ask you, is that indifference or is that a stolen base? Stolen base, says the official scorer. We'll take that. And the next pitch, strike 3 to Reinheimer, and that'll do it for the Honey Hunters here in the bottom of the 6th inning. But not before Emmanuel Tapia has a chance to hit a long ball out of here and make the score 5-0 in favor of Gastonia on the Honey Hunters Radio Network.
Being first, the beginning of the line. So many people work so hard to be number one. But at Caramont Health, you don't have to struggle to be first. We prioritize you. Our award-winning teams use advanced treatments to serve you. We deliver the compassion and quality you deserve, always growing, building, and innovating for your care, your health, your life. Caramont Health. Care first.
This is Sam Bordner of the Gastonia Honey Hunters, and you are listening to the Honey Hunters Radio Network.
Don't miss out on all the action at Caramont Health Park this summer. Get your tickets for every Honey Hunters game by calling 704-874-1810 or log on to www.gohoneyhunters.com/tickets to reserve your spot this season. That number again, 704-874-1810. Gastonia Honey Hunters Baseball, 704-874-1810.
Well, I don't think you could ask a whole lot more for two teams who won their respective divisions in the Atlantic League of Professional Baseball in the first half. Southern Maryland Blue Crabs won the North Division in the first half. The Gastonia Honey Hunters won the South Division. The Blue Crabs are trailing the Lexington Legends by 3.5 games, or 2.5 games in the second half, and Gastonia is leading in the second half on the South Division. So we head to the top of the 7th inning. John Anderson on the hill for the Honey Hunters has just been pitching a marvelous game tonight. Only allowed 1 hit through 6 innings and no runs. And he's got 6 strikeouts. First pitch, a fastball from Anderson to Braxton Lee, the right fielder, over for a strike. No balls and 1 strike. Lee thought about pulling the trigger on an off-speed pitch and held up, and the ball drops low. Ball 1, 1 ball and 1 strike. Alex Holderbach doing the catching tonight for the Honey Hunters. Anderson with the 1-1 pitch. There's a pitch lifted in the air to left field. Reese Hampton goes back and makes the catch. Oh, about 10 feet in front of the warning track. 1 out. And John Anderson just keeps on cruising. The hit that the Blue Crabs have so far in the ball game was no fluke. Jack Sundberg smashed a line drive into left center field, and Jake Skoll made a gallant effort to try and get to the ball, dove for it, and just was unable to come up with it. Ended up being a double for Sundberg. First pitch to David Harris is high, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes to the designated hitter. He's 0 for 2 on the night. Lined out to the third baseman and struck out. Next pitch high, ball 2, 2-0. Alex Crosby on deck for the Blue Crabs. Next pitch is a breaking ball. Harris didn't like the call, but it's called strike 1, 2 balls and 1 strike. Harris looking for his first hit of the series, is 0 for 7 so far in the first 2 games. Next pitch is low, ball 3, 3 balls and 1 strike. So far, Anderson has not walked anybody in the ball game. Here's the 3-1, and he's walked Harris. So that's the first walk of the game for John Anderson. Harris will take first, and Alex Crosby will come up. In fact, that's one of the few times tonight, I think, that Anderson has even gone to a 3-ball count on anybody. He's had very good command, been around the plate all night long. Six strikeouts on the night for the left-hander. His first pitch to Crosby misses low, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. That was the only 3-ball count of the night for Anderson. Next pitch, breaking ball. That's pulled down the right field line. That's going to be a fair ball, base hit. Second hit of the night for the Blue Crabs. And Crosby will trot to second base with a double. And that allows David Harris to move down to third base. So the only 2 hits of the night off of John Anderson have been doubles. And with 1 out, there are runners at second and third. And for the Honey Hunters, Onis Farfan is in the bullpen warming up. And here comes Goose Gazzo out to the mound. That might be it for John Anderson. Gazzo has not taken the ball yet. He's talking to his pitcher. The first question a coach asks when he gets to the mound is, how do you feel? And you know what the answer is going to be. I'm all right, coach. I can stay in. Home plate umpire Bradley Moffett now out to the mound to join the conversation, and Gazzo is going to leave Anderson in the ball game. Zach Collier will step to the plate now with runners on second and third and 1 out. Collier struck out in his last at-bat and grounded out to the second baseman. He's 0 for 2 on the night. First pitch to him is in the dirt. Nice stop by Holderbach. 1 ball and no strikes. Anderson has pitched a beautiful game to this point. His gas tank might be on empty now, though, as he's not as sharp around the plate as he was in the earlier innings. Here's the 1-0 pitch, breaking ball. That's a smash to the second baseman. 1 hop, and it eats Cole Freeman up as it bounces off his glove and into right field as Freeman rolls onto his back. 2 runs come across for the Blue Crabs, and it's 5-2. Gastonia, and now Gazzo comes back out to the mound, and that'll do it for Anderson. And Onis Farfan will be coming into the ball game. So Harris scores from third. Crosby scores from second. With 1 out, there are 2 runs across in this inning. Zach Collier is on with a single. And John Anderson walks off the mound to a nice round of applause from his teammates and the fans after he pitched a wonderful ball game. No hit through 6 innings, gave up a double in the last inning. And then in this inning, a walk, a double, and a single that leads to 2 runs. And now it'll be up to Onis Farfan to come in and put out the fire. Farfan on the year, 3-3 with a 3.27 earned run average. He's been in 34 ball games. He's actually started 3 of those. Finished 6, and he's gotten credit for 3 holds. He does have a save on the year and 2 opportunities. He has pitched 55 innings, given up 51 hits and 23 runs. 20 of those have been earned. He has given up 2 home runs. He has hit 5 batters. He's walked 25 and struck out 50. And batters are hitting .246 against the left-hander Onis Farfan. He has enticed 9 batters to ground into a double play and committed 1 balk. In all, Onis Farfan has faced 240 batters on the year. Hard-throwing left-hander with a good slider, good off-speed pitch. Farfan hails from St. Paul, Minnesota. Was a member of the Minnesota Twins farm system where he got to play with their rookie team, which is considered by some low A ball or short season A ball. Anyway, Farfan comes in and he will face first baseman Jared Walker with runner on first base, Zach Collier. And a 5-2 Honey Hunters lead in the top of the 7th inning. Farfan, the left-hander, against the left-hander Walker. Farfan comes set, checks the runner at first. And his first pitch to Walker. Missed with a hard slider. Ball 1, 1 ball and no strikes. Only 1 out here in the top of the 7th inning. Jared Walker at the plate. The 1-0 pitch, that one's fouled off to the left, out of play. Catcher Joe DeLuca is on deck for the Blue Crabs. One ball, 1 strike. Walker back into the batter's box. Farfan checks the sign and gets set. Goes over to first base instead. And the runner's back standing up. Did not have that far a lead, and Farfan actually threw wide of Emmanuel Tapia down there and almost threw it away. Good stop by Tapia. Collier takes a short lead over at first again. Now he moves out a little bit more. Farfan checking the runner, comes to the plate. In the dirt, ball 2 balls and 1 strike. Two balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Top of the 7th inning, and again back over to first base goes Farfan. He wants to keep the runner at first base close to the bag down there. There is a figure out over the center field wall as the next pitch is swung on and missed. And I can't tell if it's a person with lights on and roller skates or if it's, I don't know what it is, but it looks like it's dancing. Huh? Is it an alien? It's a, what in the world is that? It looks almost like a hologram. But while the music was playing, it was dancing right up the left field line behind the fence. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The runner goes. There's a high fly ball to center field. Skoll is right there. He's got to throw to first base if he wants it, but the runner is back too far, and he decides otherwise to toss it back into second base. 2 outs now as Walker lines out to Jake Skoll. For the second out here in the 7th inning. And Joe DeLuca, the catcher, who has struck out and hit a fly ball to Cole Freeman at second base. He's 0 for 2 on the night. That was trippy, wasn't it? I'm looking at Colton Miller. It does look like a costume. But it moves so smoothly, you know. It's almost like it's on rollers. Maybe we will never know. First pitch to DeLuca, swung on and missed at a pitch out of the strike zone. No balls and 1 strike. Farfan took something off of that one. The pitch was 81 miles an hour. Michael Baca on deck for the Blue Crabs. Should DeLuca be able to extend the inning. Got Zach Collier at first base, 5-2 Honey Hunters. Next pitch misses low, ball 1, 1 ball and 1 strike. Farfan gets the sign from Holderbach. Now he's checking the runner at first. Comes to the plate, 1-1, and it's on the ground to the shortstop. Nice diving stop. Goodness gracious, what a play by Jack Reinheimer as he backhands to second base, and Cole Freeman stays on the bag to get the out. Reinheimer going quickly to his left on a hard hit ground ball. Comes up with it and backhands from his belly to Freeman at second base for the out. That'll do it for the Blue Crabs here in the top of the 7th inning. They do score 2 runs and draw a little bit closer. It's now 5-2 in favor of the Honey Hunters. And it's 7th inning stretch time at Caramount Health Park on the Honey Hunters Radio Network.
Folks, it's been the thrill of a lifetime to bring professional baseball back to the airwaves of Gaston County. As a lifelong supporter of Gastonia baseball, I understood at an early age how important it was to hear the game when I couldn't be at the game. And with the advent of internet streaming now, Gastonia Honey Hunters games have even more import within the community. It also provides a great opportunity to get your message out to the Gaston County community. If advertising with the Honey Hunters is something that interests you, give me a call at 704-874-1810 and inquire about advertising with the Gastonia Honey Hunters. The number again, 704-874-1810. The Honey Hunters Radio Network, your hometown team. Thank you for supporting Gastonia baseball.
The Gas House Bar and Grill is the place to find a broad palette of menu items that you won't find anywhere else at Caramont Health Park. Burgers? Got it. Pulled pork nachos? Check. How about jerk chicken sandwiches? We got that too. Oh, and fried plantains? Of course we do. The Gas House Bar and Grill is a world tour for the taste buds, nightly at Caramont Health Park. We'll see you at the Gas House Bar and Grill.
And the cameraman in the crowd walking around and filming people dancing to the YMCA. Seventh inning stretch time here at the ballpark, 5-2. The Honey Hunters hold the lead over the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. New pitcher in the ball game for Southern Maryland, Nick Wells, is the new pitcher, 6'5", 185-pounder out of Alexandria, Virginia. He played for Rochester in the AAA division. So Wells, the left-hander, throws the first pitch to Joseph Rosa, over for a strike, no balls and one strike. Rosa, who has singled and scored a run, struck out and grounded out to second base, 1 for 3 on the night. Rochester, the AAA affiliate for the Washington Nationals. Next pitch misses, ball 1, 1 ball and 1 strike. Boy, this little girl sitting in front of us, well, standing in front of us, if you will, as Rosa swings and misses at a pitch in the dirt, 1 ball and 2 strikes. She just came walking over with a large popcorn and put it between her sister and her mom. And she's standing there and guarding it. You want some? You have to go through me. Swung on and missed. Rosa will go down on strikes. That's the second time tonight that Joseph has struck out. 1 out, and that'll bring up Zach Jarrett. Jarrett has walked, lined out to right field and center field. He's 0 for 2 on the night. He did get as far as third base back in the 5th inning after he walked. Nick Wells from the stretch. First pitch high, ball 1, 1 ball and no strikes. Wells, a big, tall, thin left-hander, comes back. Did he go? No, he didn't. 1 ball and 1 strike. Check swing by Jarrett. First base umpire Kevin Morgan says no swing. But Wells, as tall as he is, uses all of his body and has a good whip when he comes through with that fastball. He misses there with a breaking ball. Fastball at 92 miles an hour, a breaking ball at 80 miles an hour. 2 balls and 1 strike. Jarrett back in there holding the bat over his right shoulder, swings and misses at another off-speed pitch. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Boy, look how deep the left fielder is playing. From here, it looks like he's just steps away from the warning track. As Jarrett swings and misses, strike 3. So 2 batters in a row that Wells has struck out. The 2 batters he's faced as he came into this ball game. That'll bring up third baseman Luis Roman. Listen to me. Roman will step up. Singled in the second inning. Lined out to the center fielder and singled in the 5th. He's 2 for 3 on the night. Wells comes into the game tonight with a 3-3 record as Roman swings and misses at the first offering. No balls and 1 strike. He's got a 4.5 ERA. He's been in 25 ball games. He's started 3 of them. He's finished 4 and he's had 5 holds where he came into a ball game and did not let the other team advance their position. The 0-1 pitch, a breaking ball that misses. Ball 1, 1 ball and 1 strike. And Roman fouls one off to the left and out of play. That'll go to 1 ball and 2 strikes now. Wells has pitched 34 innings on the year and given up 31 hits and 19 runs. 17 of those have been earned. Next pitch, Roman just punches one up the middle into center field for his 3rd single of the night. And with 2 outs, here comes Reese Hampton. 1 for 3 on the night. He singled and flied out to left field twice.
That brings up your left fielder, Reese Hampton.
Wells with 32 strikeouts in his 34 innings. First pitch to Hampton is high in the air. That's going to travel into center field. The center fielder coming in and calling off the shortstop who was going out. And it's the center fielder, Zach Collier, who hauls that one in for the 3rd out of the inning. And that'll do it for the Honey Hunters as Hampton flies out. So at the end of 7 innings of play, Gastonia 5, Southern Maryland 2 on the Honey Hunters Radio Network.
Folks, it's been the thrill of a lifetime to bring professional baseball back to the airwaves of Gaston County. As a lifelong supporter of Gastonia baseball, I understood at an early age how important it was to hear the game when I couldn't be at the game. And with the advent of internet streaming now, Gastonia Honey Hunters games have even more import within the community. It also provides a great opportunity to get your message out to the Gaston County community. If advertising with the Honey Hunters is something that interests you, give me a call at 704-874-1810 and inquire about advertising with the Gastonia Honey Hunters. The number again, 704-874-1810. The Honey Hunters Radio Network, your hometown team. Thank you for supporting Gastonia baseball.
Online education is better with us. At Belmont Abbey College, we offer quality, affordable online degrees that fit your life and your budget. We're better because with us, our faith foundation drives all we do. We care about every student. We instill every degree with excellence and virtue. Plus, we're local, personal, and ready to help you thrive. Experience the Abbey difference. Get the better online degree with Belmont Abbey College. Register today, and you could win dinner for 2 on us. Visit GoHoneyHunters.com/Belmont Abbey to learn more.
This is Sam Bordner of the Gastonia Honey Hunters, and you are listening to the Honey Hunters Radio Network.
Thank you, Sam, and you are coming into the ball game. Sam Bordner takes over on the hill for the Honey Hunters as they lead 5-2 over the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. 5 runs, 10 hits, 1 error for the Honey Hunters. 2 runs, 3 hits, and 1 error for the Blue Crabs. For Southern Maryland, the shortstop Michael Baca will lead off, followed by the leadoff batter Jack Sunderberg, and then the second baseman Paul Shaw, the numbers 9, 1, and 2. Due up for Stan Clyburn and the Blue Crabs from Southern Maryland. Bordner from the stretch. The first pitch to Baca is on the ground at third base. Luis Roman picks it up, fires across the infield, and that'll do it for Baca. For the first out here in the top of the 8th inning. That'll bring up the top of the order, and Jack Sunderberg. One pitch, 1 out. Bordner now from the stretch. And the first pitch to Sundberg. Over for a strike with a 91-mile-an-hour fastball, no balls and 1 strike. $1,115 folks in the stands tonight to see the Honey Hunters and the Blue Crabs. Why don't you make plans to come out and be one of them tomorrow? Game time at 6:15 right here at the ballpark. Next pitch from Bordner. Took a little bit off of that one and missed low, ball 1. A ball and a strike. Here's the 1-1 from Bordner. There's a high fly ball to right field. Jarrett going back to the wall. He's right at the wall, and he reaches up and makes the catch. So Sundberg hit it a long way, but he hit it really high as well, and that gave Zach Jarrett a chance to camp underneath it. 2 outs now. And here is Raul Shaw, the second baseman. Shaw got caught looking at strikes in the first inning, popped up to second base in the 4th, and grounded out to third in the 6th. 0 for 3 on the night. Pitch right up the middle. Good stop, or a good attempted stop by Cole Freeman as he hustled behind the bag and was able to get a glove on the ball, but not able to hang on to it. So Shaw collects the 4th hit of the ball game for the Blue Crabs. He's on at third base with 2 outs, and here comes Braxton Lee, the right fielder. Or is that the 3rd hit of the night for? No, that's the 4th hit of the night. 4th hit of the night for the Blue Crabs. Now here's Braxton Lee. The first pitch he sees, he grounds it. It's off of the glove of Emmanuel Tapia, and Tapia is not going to have anywhere to go. First baseman was going to his right, trying to grab it. And as he reached far to his right to get it, he was probably halfway between first and second as the ball hit his glove, and it just bounced off his glove. I would imagine that they're going to give him a hit on that as well. We're going to call that a hit. So 2 singles in a row. Braxton Lee on first, Raul Shaw on second, and now here's the cleanup batter, David Harris, who got a base on balls in his last at-bat and scored a run. Harris, although 0 for 7 so far in these 2 games. First pitch to him misses, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. Take that hit away from Shaw and give him, or from Lee, and give him an error on the first baseman. The official scorer has spoken. 1 ball and no strikes, the count to David Harris. Bordner's pitch high in the air to left center field, and that's going to find the gap, and that's going to bounce over the wall for a ground rule double. So 1 run will come across as Raul Shaw was on second base. He will come home on the ground rule double. And boy, David Harris put a charge into that ball. It's now 5-3 in favor of the Honey Hunters. All this happening with 2 outs here in the top of the 8th inning. Lee goes to third base on the play. Harris down to second. So Sam Bordner with runners on second and third and 2 outs, trying to shut the door here in the top of the 8th. Facing Alex Crosby, and the first pitch to him is over for a strike. No balls and 1 strike. Crosby, the third baseman, doubled and scored in the 7th inning. Has runners on second and third in a 5-3 ball game now. Gastonia 5 runs, 10 hits, 2 errors. Southern Maryland 3 runs, 5 hits, and 1 error. Next pitch to Crosby on the ground to Tapia. He fields that and goes to the bag himself, and that'll do it for the Blue Crabs. Here in the top of the 8th inning as Crosby grounds out to Tapia unassisted. So Southern Maryland down to their last 3 outs, but in between now and then the Honey Hunters are coming up in the bottom of the 8th to see if they can add some insurance runs here at Caramont Health Park on the Honey Hunters.
If coming to a Honey Hunters.
GSM Services helps people live better through improved comfort, health, and energy efficiency. GSM Services provides high-quality home and commercial improvement services. They offer services for heating and cooling, energy audits, duct and dryer vent cleaning, attic insulation, crawl space solutions, generators, commercial roofing, and HVAC, indoor air cleaning products, and much, much more. GSM has been taking care of their customers' comfort since 1927. This unmatched experience has led them to build reliable processes to serve you and offer guidance to help you choose the right options for your home business comfort needs. Call 1-800-NEW-COOL or visit GSMsince1927.com to talk to someone about the comfort issues you have in your home. GSM is a proud sponsor of your Gastonia Honey Hunters. Call 1-800-NEW-COOL or visit GSMsince1927.com. Go Honey Hunters! Whether you're stuck in traffic after a long day at work or working through a 10-game road trip, nothing feels as good as being home. If you're looking to enter the marketplace as a buyer or a seller, Moss Realty has a proven history of results with professionals that operate in the highest spirit of ethical conduct. Let them work for you. Call 704-865-5555 and find out how Moss Realty gets it done. 704-865-5555, Moss Realty.
This is Jake Skoll, the Gastonia Honey Hunters, and you're listening to the Honey Hunters Radio Network.
To the bottom of the 8th inning we go at Caramont Health Park. Bob Woodard with you, and it is the Gastonia Honey Hunters with a 5-3 lead heading into the bottom of the 8th. They're having some fun at the ballpark now. They've got some bongos up on the screen in center field, and they're calling it Bongo Cam, and the cameramen are going around and seeing if people want to play the bongos, and they try to line their hands up right on top of the bongos that are on the screen. One of the cameramen walking right in front of us. I would have played the bongos. I mean, you didn't even look at me. Bummer. Folks, you can have a blast if you come out to Caramount Health Park to watch a Honey Hunters ball game. So many activities going on, so many things going on in the ballpark that are fun. There's a playground area for the children. There's the Gas House Bar and Grill for the adults out there in center field. And of course, on the diamond, the Honey Hunters, winners of the first half of the Atlantic League of Professional Baseball and leading in the second half of the Southern Division against these Blue Crabs from Southern Maryland, who were the first half winners for the North Division. So the two division winners from the first half facing off last night. The Blue Crabs got the better of Gastonia 3-2 in 10 innings. Tonight, the Honey Hunters holding on to a 5-3 lead, but the Blue Crabs have scored 1 in the last inning, 2 in the 7th. And Jake Skoll steps up. The first pitch to him is in the dirt. Ball 1, 1 ball and no strikes to the Honey Hunters center fielder. Dario Polanco is the new pitcher in the ball game for the Blue Crabs, and he delivers another ball to Skoll, 2 balls and no strikes. It's going to be Jake Skoll, Alex Holderbach, and Emmanuel Tapia. Next pitch, a high with a fastball, 3 balls and no strikes. And that pitch is very high, ball 4. So a 4-pitch walk to Jake Skoll to lead off the bottom of the 8th inning. And Polanco will now be facing Alex Holderbach. Colton Miller, the data operations man for Major League Baseball, in the booth here with me. And Colton, what did Holderbach do in the second inning? Second. Some reason that spot is blank in my book, huh? Singled. So Holderbach with a 2-hit night. He's got 2 singles on the night and grounded out to the shortstop in his last at bat. Two home runs on the year, and the last home run that he had was last week, and he absolutely hit the tar out of the ball halfway into the parking lot in left field. This one's on the ground to the shortstop. He's over to second for 1, back to first, not in time to get Holderbach, but they're able to get Jake Skoll, the lead runner. So 1 out. That'll bring up Emmanuel Tapia as Holderbach grounds into the fielder's choice. Tapia, long home run in his last at-bat. Hit it all the way out next to the Gas House Bar and Grill in right center field. Sends the first pitch foul outside of first and down the line. No balls and 1 strike. We're in the bottom of the 8th inning, 5-3 Gastonia. The Honey Hunters, 5 runs, 10 hits, and 2 errors. The Southern Maryland Blue Crabs, 3 runs, 5 hits, and 1 error. The 0-1 pitch to Tapia, breaking ball that misses low, ball 1, 1 ball and 1 strike from Dario Polanco. Polanco from the stretch, checks the runner, comes to the plate. And again, low. That'll run the count to 3 balls and 1 strike. Polanco from the stretch. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed at a high fastball. And now it's 2 balls. Pardon me, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Tapia from Santo Domingo, the Dominican Republic, swings and misses at a breaking ball, and he'll go down swinging, strike 3. So 2 outs, and that'll go back to the top of the order now for the Honey Hunters as Cole Freeman will step to the plate. Got his first 2 hits as a Honey Hunter tonight, singled in the 5th and singled in the 6th. He's also flashed some leather down at second base. First pitch to Freeman, misses low and inside. Ball 1, 1 ball and no strikes. Polanco comes back 1-0 and delivers high, ball 2, 2 balls and no strikes. Freeman, a 5'9", 175-pounder out of Metairie, Louisiana. With a 2-0 count. Just signed with the Honey Hunters yesterday and was in the ball game last night. It was not by any stretch of the imagination a grand game for Freeman. As he hits one foul, the count is 2 balls and 2 strikes. 0 for 5 on the night last night. Freeman making a big circle as he whirls that bat around. The runner goes. The pitch is high. Ball 3, 3 balls and 2 strikes. And please give him a stolen base, even though that was defensive interference. But that's Alex Holderbach. Anytime you can give a catcher a stolen base, give it to him, right? Holderbach at second, and Freeman pulls one toward his teammates in the third base dugout. That scattered a couple of them. 3 balls and 2 strikes with first base open. Dario Polanco staring in to get a sign. Now he's checking Holderbach at second. Comes to the plate 3-2, and Freeman fouls it back. Cole felt like that was a pitch he could handle. You could see the frustration after he saw that ball sail back over the backstop. Polanco shakes his head yes to his catcher, Joe DeLuca. Here's the pitch. It's on the ground past the diving third baseman into left field. Holderbach is going to stay at third base, but Freeman is going to take second. So you give Freeman his 3rd hit of the night, 3 in a row. He goes to second on the throw to the plate. And Alex Holderbach goes down to third base and stays there. And that'll bring up Jack Reinheimer, the shortstop. Reinheimer 0 for 3 on the night, did get on a fielder's choice and scored a run back in the 5th. struck out in his last at-bat to end the 6th inning. Jack looks at a pitch low, ball 1 ball and no strikes. Activity down in the bullpen for the Blue Crabs. Next pitch, Reinheimer swung on and missed. 1 ball and 1 strike. Reinheimer, the former Met, steps back in. Polanco, the 1-1 pitch, high, ball 2, 2 balls and 1 strike. 5 runs, 3 hits. 5 runs, 11 hits, 2 errors for Gastonia. 3 runs, 5 hits, 1 error for the Blue Crabs. 5-3 in the bottom of the 8th inning. Reinheimer swings and misses over the top of an off-speed pitch. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Jack would like nothing more than to pick up the runners at 2nd and 3rd. Alex Holderbach down at 3rd, Cole Freeman at 2nd. Reinheimer would love to give a little bit of insurance run support to the Gastonia pitching staff. Here's the 2-2 pitch from Polanco. Big, slow, off-speed pitch that the catcher missed. It bounced right off his chest protector. And it's ball 3, so 3 balls and 2 strikes now. Jesus Balaguer getting ready in the bullpen for the Honey Hunters. In fact, he is ready. He's watching the action as Reinheimer fouls one into the Honey Hunter dugout, and the count holds at 3 balls and 2 strikes. 2 outs, bottom of the 8th inning, 5-3 Honey Hunters. First base is open, and the count 3-2 to the shortstop, Jack Reinheimer. Dario Polanco staring in to get a sign, taking quite a bit of time to do it, and Reinheimer calls time and steps out of the batter's box. Polanco comes with a 3-2 pitch. There's a high fly ball into left field. The left fielder is moving over to his left and will haul it in for the 3rd out. So Jack Sundberg makes the catch to retire Reinheimer. And that'll do it for the Honey Hunters. In the bottom of the 8th inning, we're heading to the 9th, 5-3 Honey Hunters on the Honey Hunters Radio Network.
The Gas House Bar and Grill is the place to find a broad palette of menu items that you won't find anywhere else at Caramont Health Park. Burgers? Got it. Pulled pork nachos? Check. How about jerk chicken sandwiches? We got that too. Oh, and fried plantains? Of course we do. The Gas House Bar and Grill is a world tour for the taste buds, nightly at Caramont Health Park. We'll see you at the Gas House Bar and Grill. GSM Services helps people live better through improved comfort, health, and energy efficiency. GSM Services provides high-quality home and commercial improvement services. They offer services for heating and cooling, energy audits, duct and dryer vent cleaning, attic insulation, crawl space solutions, generators, commercial roofing, and HVAC, indoor air cleaning products, and much, much more. GSM has been taking care of their customers' comfort since 1927. This unmatched experience has led them to build reliable processes to serve you and offer guidance to help you choose the right options for your home business comfort needs. Call 1-800-NEW-COOL or visit GSMSince1927.com to talk to someone about the comfort issues you have in your home. GSM is a proud sponsor of your Gastonia Honey Hunters. Call 1-800-NEW-COOL or visit GSM-since-1927.com. Go Honey Hunters!
Since 1927.
Hey, this is Brady Salisbury, and you're listening to the Honey Hunters Radio Network.
Well, the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs are down to their last 3 outs as we head to the top of the 9th inning. 5-3 in favor of Gastonia. Jesus Balaguer will come out of the bullpen and pitch the 9th inning for Goose Gazzo. And he will be facing Zach Collier, Jared Walker, and Joe DeLuca, the number 6, 7, and 8 batters in the lineup. Collier, the center fielder, singled in 3 trips to the plate. Left-handed batter against the hard-throwing right-hander, Jesus Balaguer. Balaguer comes into the ballgame with a 2.84 earned run average. This is his 46th appearance of the year. From the stretch, first pitch over for a strike with a fastball, 92 miles an hour. No balls and 1 strike to Zach Collier. Balaguer has finished 38 ball games for the Honey Hunters. He has 21 saves. Looking for another one tonight. From the stretch, here comes the 0-1 pitch. Another fastball that misses, ball 1, 1 ball and 1 strike. Jesus has pitched 44 1/3 innings on the year, given up 40 hits and 18 runs. Only 14 of them have been earned. Next pitch is fouled off to the left and out of play. Luis Roman going over to take a look, but he'll run out of real estate as the ball is over the net into the seats. Balaguer's only allowed 3 home runs, only hit 3 batters. He's walked 23 but struck out 59, and batters are only hitting .234 against a hard-throwing right-hander, Jesus Balaguer. Balaguer staring into Holderbach for a sign. And from the stretch, just missed high. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Jared Walker on deck for the Blue Crabs. From the stretch, here's the 2-2 pitch from Balaguer. Fouled back, and the count will hold at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Collier back into the batter's box now. Balaguer getting the sign. Now he comes set. The 2-2 pitch once again and again fouled back. So we'll do it again. The High Point Rockers prevailed over the Charleston Dirty Birds 4-1 today. The other game that we know about swung on and missed by Collier on a breaking ball from Balaguer. I was going to tell you the other game that we know about, but now I can't find it. There it is. The Lexington Legends with a one-run victory over the Kentucky Wild Health Genomes, 4-3. That game started at 12:05 today. The other 3 games, the Long Island Ducks hosting the Staten Island Ferry Hawks, the Barnstormers at York Revolution, and of course the game here between Gastonia and the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. Balaguer's first pitch to Jared Walker misses ball one. 1 ball and no strikes. Next pitch from Balaguer is hit high in the air. Jake Skoll coming in from center field making the call. And he makes the catch. So 2 outs here in the top of the ninth, and the Blue Crabs are down to their last out. And that in the person of catcher Joe DeLuca. DeLuca 0 for 3 on the night. Hit a fly ball to Cole Freeman at second base, struck out, and then grounded out. Six to 4 in his last at bat. First pitch from Balaguer on the ground, and this should do it. Over to first, and it's a Honey Hunters victory, 5-3. Over the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. The game took 3 hours and 2 minutes, but the Honey Hunters come back and avenge last night's 10-inning loss to the Blue Crabs as they prevail 5-3. We'll come on back with the postgame show right after this on the Honey Hunters Radio Network.
Folks, it's been the thrill of a lifetime to bring professional baseball back to the airwaves of Gaston County. As a lifelong supporter of Gastonia baseball, I understood at an early age how important it was to hear the game when I couldn't be at the game. And with the advent of internet streaming now, Gastonia Honey Hunters games have even more import within the community. It also provides a great opportunity to get your message out to the Gaston County community. If advertising with the Honey Hunters is something that interests you, give me a call at 704-874-1810 and inquire about advertising with the Gastonia Honey Hunters. The number again, 704-874-1810. The Honey Hunters Radio Network, your hometown team. Thank you for supporting Gastonia baseball. Whether you're stuck in traffic after a long day at work or working through a 10-game road trip, nothing feels as good as being home. If you're looking to enter the marketplace as a buyer or a seller, Moss Realty has a proven history of results with professionals that operate in the highest spirit of ethical conduct. Let them work for you. Call 704-865-5555 and find out how Moss Realty gets it done. 704-865-5555, Moss Realty.
Being first, the beginning of the line. So many people work so hard to be number one. But at Caramont Health, you don't have to struggle to be first. We prioritize you. Our award-winning teams use advanced treatments to serve you. We deliver the compassion and quality you deserve, always growing, building, and innovating for your care, your health, your life. Caramont Health. Care first.
Online education is better with us. At Belmont Abbey College, we offer quality, affordable online degrees that fit your life and your budget. We're better because with us, our faith foundation drives all we do. We care about every student. We instill every degree with excellence and virtue. Plus, we're local, personal, and ready to help you thrive. Experience the Abbey difference. Get the better online degree with Belmont Abbey College. Register today, and you could win dinner for two on us. Visit GoHoneyHunters.com/Belmont Abbey to learn more.
Tonight, the Gastonia Honey Hunters pick up a win against the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs, 5-3. John Anderson, the winning pitcher, went 6 innings of no-hit ball before giving up the first hit. Anderson will pick up the win on the night. For the Honey Hunters, they got things started in the first inning. Luis Roman singled and went to second on a single by Jake Skoll. Went to third on a passed ball, and then